Oh, okay. Flower,
Hello.
say something.
Hey.
Hi, hey there. Hello.
Walderp, say something.
Hey.
And Mech, hello.
No.
Okay, okay, we got you. We're good. We're good. We're Gucci. We're Gucci. All right. Hello.
My
Hello.
boyfriend sent me a snap of him disliking the video.
Oh no. Do you
Oh, that's
Great,
sad.
great start.
do you
Good
guys
cold
want
open.
to introduce yourselves a little bit? No.
I'll go first, I guess.
Okay.
I'm Walderp. You guys may know me from that one Chris Chan Only Plays Animated I did.
No.
That's about it. That's a early. It's just an early plug.
My name's Mick. I'm a Scottish cyborg.
Hell
There's
yeah.
nothing else to it. I kind of just drift through time and such. It's a bit weird.
He's not allowed up here because he smells like motor oil.
Hey, I deep fry myself in that more oil every day to stay clean.
Well,
Alright? I need
you're
to fix my
stinky.
joints.
Stinky.
I don't
Uh-oh.
stink. You no.
Uh-oh.
Go take a bath.
Stinky.
Look, man, I just need a tune up. That's all.
Stinky. Poopy.
Haha, funny poops.
Okay,
Call
and
me out
Flower,
like
you
that.
wanna intro?
Hi, I'm Flower. I make IRL videos of me doing dumb shit.
She does.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Ooga booga, it says tech. So, I discovered this creepy little documentary. It's called Hellier. It came out in 2012, but I didn't know it was a thing. I'm pretty sure it did not get as much attention as it should have gotten, but apparently there's like goblins in Kentucky and they're actually pretty freaking terrifying. So we're gonna check this out and try to get through as much as we can before we all pass out of drunkenness. Sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sound
Hell
Gucci?
yeah.
Oh wait, is that not just the people that they're referring to?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Now Kentucky, I've
Yeah.
lived there for 2 years, and it was. No,
I mean, I've never been to the States, so like, you know, I'm just asking in reference. You know?
it's fully true. It's fully true. Like.
When you see my goblin body, I'm close enough to Kentucky.
Oh, yeah, man,
Yeah.
you ain't wrong.
Yeah, no, Kentucky's blech. Anyway, let's start this, shall we? Shall we? Oh shit, I
Shall we?
skipped like halfway through it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And begin! Let me know if you can hear it. It's quiet at the moment. It should be... I mean, we checked it earlier, but just make sure if you can't hear it, let me know.
Alright.
I can hear it.
Okay, cool.
Same.
I'll turn the quality up.
Ooh, gas station cup. Nice.
1080p, fancy.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
And this brings me back
How so?
to Kentucky.
Oh. I was gonna say, you're just like a wild man. Just
Yeah.
live in the wild.
Oh no, my family did live in the forest for quite a while.
Synchronicity is a meaningful.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
that's your parents.
Yeah. Yeah, my parents are just the goblins.
See you in the back.
Basically, it's
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
these two events correspond in a way that seems highly improbable, highly unlikely, but also deeply meaningful for that person. It relates to some aspect of their life in a way that feels significant and purposeful and intended, almost by some other kind of consciousness. Now, coincidence happen for sure, but this is kind
Fuck
of
this
an
philosophy,
almost
show me the
deja
goblins.
vu, where it seems like there's something more to it, particularly when the synchronicities drop all at once, and there's one after another, in a way that feels something else is going on, something bigger.
I get what he's saying though, like when shit all lines up
Yeah.
like that, it gets
What
scary.
started this case,
When you
Yeah.
you know,
and
connect
that's
all the
what
dots.
plagues
Mhm,
us.
mhm,
you
mhm.
make realizations.
Yeah, yeah,
That was a goblin hole.
yeah. I'll show you a goblin
Ooh.
hole.
Wee woo, wee woo.
Wee woo!
Oh,
In order to
Ah.
bring synchronicity back for me, we have to go back to the spring of 2016.
Colorado.
The
I was finishing up my
spring.
work at the Stanley Hotel. I was a resident paranormal investigator there. I was shooting a web series called Spirits of the Stanley, and the final public paranormal event that they hosted in April was the first time that I met Greg and Dana Newkirk, who run the Traveling Museum of the Paranormal and the Occult, a popular blog website called Week in Weird, and they're
That'd
doing
be a fun job.
very novel, very interesting
Yeah.
paranormal experiments.
Who
in
pays
the
them, though?
Dropper field in general.
Their
We became
moms.
instant friends. We kept in touch. A
The
couple months
ghosts.
later, in June, Dana posted a
Oh, yeah.
blog entry on Week in
They paid him,
Weird
they paid him for
about
the
top
exposure.
5
Yeah.
indie paranormal projects people should
It's a
check
big
out.
ghost
And she was very
conspiracy
kind
to
enough
keep ghosts
include
hidden.
Spirits of Stanley
Yeah.
on the list.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah.
As I scrolled through the
That's why they
article,
only
there
hire
was an
shitty
article
investigators.
about The Euphemet podcast that Jim Perry puts on.
Yeah,
In
man.
the
They can't
article,
have the
there was an
real
embedded
ones coming
episode,
across.
and that one that
Yeah,
they
yeah.
chose was an interview with Greg. It's about an hour-long interview, and it was all about this very bizarre, strange case of these Kentucky goblins and these weird emails that
Said
Greg
it.
had gotten starting
Said
in
it.
2000.
Roll credits.
I didn't get a chance to listen to it that June, but I returned to
Every
it in
time he says
September,
goblins
and
drink.
I got immediately enthralled with the story.
Take us back
God,
to
no.
after you received that second message from David. He describes events that have pretty much left his family in terror. You know, small hairless entities and someone who calls himself
Ghost.
Terry
What's a baby?
Wrist.
It's a baby.
I wasn't totally on
Dude, are those
board.
pops?
Anyone
Hell
can
yeah.
Oh no, he's got Funko Pops.
Kentucky.
I don't think we can trust this guy anymore.
I don't think we can either.
Oh,
The
Ghostbusters.
only
This
thing
man's
that
a
it
real
seemed to
believer.
have anything
Oh,
in common
shit.
With was there were some themes that related to the Hopkinsville Goblins case that happened back in 1955. And in 1955, this family in this farmhouse was besieged by these tiny creatures that they thought were from outer space.
I got about halfway through
shit.
the episode, paused it, went over to Twitter, and I blasted it out.
Must have been some.
He
whack-ass
blasted it
movie
out.
wrong.
A couple minutes later, Greg hit me back.
Same Clemmy.
I wrote him back. And then I noticed their Week in Weird account posted an article about the same Kentucky Goblins case. Now, thinking that Greg and Dana had just kind of used that as an opportunity to plug their page and their website because I was talking about it already.
It's literally just the local
I hit him back
children.
with a post that said, like, I see what
Yeah.
you did, something along those lines.
They're all
Just chemo
malnourished.
patients.
Oh no! Oh no!
What he told me was
Trying to break into
it was
rake
a
the
random
cupboard for
article
cookies.
that drops
Oh,
from
no.
the
All the
entire
eat.
archive of different Week in Weird articles and posts throughout the day. And further, there were 1,700 articles on Week in Weird that it could have drawn from, and there was only 2 about this Kentucky Goblins case.
There was only 2.
Entire
Ooh.
And it was random that I even clicked on the blog and started listening to the podcast at the time. And equally random that we had this 1 in almost 900 chance that their account should post, and let alone at the time that it did, right in the middle of me listening to it. It felt extremely unlikely, and it felt very pointed. Particularly
Fucking
as I
camera
listened to
angles,
the
though.
episode and I realized this
They're
was
like, and then we're gonna put in some B-roll of my
there
hipster
was
haircut.
work to be done, and
Oh,
not
yeah.
only did I want to be a part of it,
He
I
doesn't know
on
he's
his
being filmed
phone.
right now.
Yeah.
supernaturally called to be a part of it by this synchronicity. And in the 2 weeks that followed, it was a synchronicity storm. There was just one after another, all tangentially relating to this Kentucky Goblins case. So here we are, almost a year to the date after that
Spooky.
series of synchronicities that called me to this case. And we're going out to Kentucky. And we're going to do our best to try to figure out what was going on.
And we go get us some goblins. We going.
Time to get my
It was-
Goblin
it
Slayer
was-
armor on.
Hell yeah, we going, boys. We going. We out there.
Yeah. We out here.
We do be out here though.
Do you think life would be much different if you're a goblin, but that's literally the only thing? You're still the same personality, everything, but you're just physically a goblin.
I mean, if you're the goblins like these guys are describing, then yeah, it would probably be pretty freaky. Because
Yeah.
the ones they describe are like the ones from The Descent. If you've seen it,
I don't think I've seen
don't
this.
so.
Go
The-
check it out.
it's a really good movie. These girls go down in a cave and there's like these humanoids that want to eat them, and they're like blind and it's really scary. It's good. It's good. Very good.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
I know what you're on about.
Yeah.
It's just a great.
He's
Oh, somebody in the chat says the Kentucky Goblins inspired a Pokemon Sableye, apparently.
Oh,
That's cool if
oh,
that's true.
yeah, I can understand. I can see like the design.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can like, I can see the correlation.
Hi, Mary. Hi, Panda. Alright, let's go, boys! And Flower!
Hell yeah. Like smoke
Wait, I
some
thought we were in
doobies with the
Kentucky.
boobies.
Ohio's right next to
Oh, yeah,
Kentucky.
Ohio.
Where's my pen, actually? I'm gonna...
The face is pogging.
Yeah, I was just thinking that!
That's a mood.
It do
When I
be a
say that
mood.
I've investigated
Yeah.
paranormal for like 20 years. I typically just don't even count the first 5 because it was all kind of stuff based on things that I'd read or things that might have been on television, that type
They
of thing.
always have a I want to
Actually,
believe poster.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
such
yeah.
a cliche.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of based
Yeah.
everything that we've done.
Like,
Hi, Bear Dog.
But eventually, the longer that we were in this, you know, Dan and I even met because we ran rival ghost hunting websites as kids. And
My
eventually we
ghost
got
hunter
together
website's
to
better
kind
than
of
your ghost hunter website.
So we come from a pretty
No, it's
Shit, is that
not.
3D printer?
ghost hunting background. That
Based.
was really
Oh,
what we
yeah.
started out as. And then eventually
Oh.
we started
He's gonna make his own goblins.
Also note-
Or we'd start to look into things like UFO
Yeah.
sightings.
Part of
And
the
then we start
Goblin
to get into
conspiracy.
people
Yeah.
who believed that there was some
Bigfoot.
kind of weird
Printing gold full of
unifying
goblins.
theory,
Yeah.
that mixed all this stuff together. And so that's where we've stayed. We really strongly believe that if more paranormal researchers would
Monkey.
communicate with each other from different communities,
Monkey.
ghost hunters
Monkey.
don't tend to talk to UFOs, and Bigfoot hunters don't really talk to UFO investigators. But if they did, they'd notice that there's a lot of weird crossover there. So as far as we're concerned, there's really nothing that's too weird. In fact, the weirder, the better.
Oh, that's an
The only
altar.
normal thing in this house is that ball of Malibu.
And the cat.
I don't know.
And the cat.
It's
There's
papaya.
It is papaya!
It's not papaya.
Yeah, it looks like
It looks like
papaya.
papaya.
I mean, it,
Oh, she heard us.
It started off almost as a joke. Like our first kind of, you know, adventure away from ghosts was Bigfoot, and it was sort of as a joke,
Adventure.
again, like by
What are they,
accident,
the
we went out
Goonies?
to have fun
Yes.
with a guy that we thought was probably crazy, and he was crazy, but he also, you know, brought us to places where we were experiencing legitimate activity.
Got 5 rounds in here.
He was crazy, but he was
You wanna
okay.
take the last one for yourself.
He was
Yeah.
okay crazy.
Oh, he's got that face. He's got that face. It's like, I'm gonna bury you somewhere.
God.
Those first started ghost hunting. That
Yeah.
the first few times. that you-
Oh, he was pogging. Did you see it?
Explain. Your curiosity
The
continues to
Bigfoot
push you
hunter.
forward.
I think it
Oh,
tends
that
to
man
happen
has
the
never
longer
seen
somebody
like a
researches those
booby
topics.
before. He's never
A
had
booby.
touch
Not
with one
only
before.
one. Only one.
After net, the more they
Oh,
realize
yeah.
things are so much
He
stranger
looks
on
like
an
one of those
even deeper
kids
level.
you'd see in a school
So,
shooting
I
movie.
mean, it's anything
Mhm,
from
mhm,
I don't know if it's just the gun,
things with
but
our mind
it's just his hair and
to,
face in general.
You know, is Bigfoot
Mhm, mhm.
just the
Oh,
ghost
yeah.
of the Neanderthal
Hey,
Neanderthal?
papaya.
Man looks like he plays a lot of Doom
Stuff
and
like
Oh,
that.
that's
The longer
terrifying.
you do it, the more you start to see
I don't
stuff
like
that
that little.
never
I don't
quite
like that little
adds up
lady.
in popular theory.
Kids just looking like,
But
hey,
when you
how's it
start
going?
researching a little bit
How's it
deeper,
going?
you start to, you know,
How's your
see
hammer
people
hanging?
Like John Keel, who believed in window burials, and that all kinds of stuff came from it. And then you start to believe things like, well, maybe UFOs aren't coming from outer space. Maybe they're coming from here, from another type of dimension. And that's the type of
Oh no,
stuff
they're
that's
getting
really hard
interdimensional on
to
us.
Tell people and get them to swallow.
Oh,
because it's
God.
hard enough to tell them.
The
that there's a
dimensional
giant
merge is
creature
happening.
in the woods,
Ah!
Starting
or
with
that
goblins.
there's
It happens. It
aliens
begins.
coming and abducting people and performing experiments on
I swear, the
cows and
minute
stuff
he
like that.
mentioned
It all
dimension,
just
I was
comes
just like,
from
oh fuck.
continuing
Right,
to
that's
follow
where they
the
often
rabbit
lose
hole,
me.
and it just gets weirder and weirder the longer you're
I
in
should
it.
have brought alcohol to this one.
He's got a spell jar. Motherfucker's a witch.
I think when
Hell
you
yeah.
start to invite
Comrade.
that type of weird thinking into your life, you know, that type of stuff just
What
has
stones
a
are
habit
those?
of finding you then. And I don't know if it's because you're
Yeah,
paying
she's
more
burning
attention to
Palo
it
Santo,
and you're
though.
trying to look
I
for those
can't
weird
really tell from the
connections,
lighting. I
or
think
if
it's
because
pyrite
they're like, oh, somebody's paying
or
attention.
flint.
Let's go screw
I
that
feel
guy.
too dark to be pirate.
Maybe
yeah.
obsidian.
What's it? I don't know. It just looks like stones that you'd find in the garden.
It's nice to be married to someone who is equally as weird as you are. It's always
Based.
nice, especially when, you know, both of us have like such huge histories in the paranormal, because then you can go on all these weird adventures together. And I mean, our dynamic is different, and it really
Relationship
depends. It can
Absolutely.
change from case to case, and
Yeah.
from even
Oh,
just
it's
subject to subject.
charcoal.
So
Oh,
there are,
charcoal!
you know,
We're dumb as
specific
fuck.
things like
We
for
are.
instance, you know, when
We
it
were
comes to kind of
we were
UFO
like, you know,
research,
over
I tend to
exaggerating.
like
Like,
take a little bit
what
more
is
of
it,
a
obsidian?
skeptical
Flint?
Yeah.
stance, and that's
Simple
really just
charcoal.
because
I like that mortar and pestle a lot.
it's not my
Market's really
world, and
good.
I don't know as much about it as Greg does. So I tend to kind of like come
the
at
fuck
it
she
from an
making?
outsider's
Oh, that's
perspective,
pretty.
which
It's a
kind of
skull
makes
jar.
me analyze people
Yeah.
a lot more.
She's doing
than I
magic.
would from kind of a ghost perspective, which is I'm all in, and I'm like, you know, that's where I feel the most comfortable. And so for the most part, Greg tends to go into all of the things we investigate, ready to believe. Not in kind of a, you know, like everything, again, like I was saying, like everything's a ghost or everything's Bigfoot. It's not necessarily like that. He's just ready to
Yes, it is.
people. And I
That's
think
exactly what it is.
It's all
I
a ghost.
tend to be
We-
a little bit
we all
more
followed from
knowledge.
goblins.
So I
Yeah, yeah,
think
yeah.
I'm more
Yeah.
about observing how people tell me their stories and the nuances of those stories, and then comparing
these
them
camera
to
angles? I
evidence
swear to
at the
God.
same time. So
They
it's
filmed
good
more
because I think
B-roll
we-
than A-roll.
we balance each other out, and like we
It's like I
don't let
took
each
a
other get
social,
too carried away, because when
What
one
was she
starts
talking
to,
about?
you
I
know,
wanna see the
go into
fucking
detail,
Yeah, I'm
goblins.
gonna skip forward a little bit because she's literally just going on and on about their relationship. Let's see.
Yeah. We have what you don't.
I don't
Yeah.
care about this.
Okay, here we
That's
go. Here we
annoying
go.
because I took a media studies class and these camera angles are just annoying me.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
We were
poetic
Ghost
for
Hunters
no reason.
Incorporated, and it was something that we kept.
Flower,
up
can you
for
talk louder? I can barely
the
hear
better
you.
part of a decade. And
I'm
we had this
sorry.
website
Yeah, I'll talk louder.
that
Is that
we
good?
maintained,
That's a little
all our
better.
adventures on it,
Okay.
and it was pretty irreverent, to put it lightly. Like, we weren't the most serious. That's kind of the reason I say I don't really count the first 5 years.
Okay, I don't
of
care
my
about your
history,
old ghost hunting
because it
business.
was
I'm gonna
basically
skip
just
forward
kids
some more.
running around in graveyards and abandoned houses at night. There was a point where I had left my
Let's
hometown in
see.
Pennsylvania, and I moved out to
Wait,
Seattle.
go back.
And
Let
that
me
was
show
about
them
the
what the
time when Ghost
What?
Hunters started
What?
in Pennsylvania.
Wait, no, go
And
back.
houses, 5 years
Hang on.
of my
No,
history,
not back in the actual
because
video.
it was
Like,
basically just
to the
kids
scrubber.
screwing around in
Oh,
graveyards
my
and
bad.
houses at night.
Yeah.
There was
You
a
see,
point
like,
where
go
I
back a
had
little bit.
left
Looks
my
like the
hometown
one that's holding like a
in
gun dressed as
Pennsylvania,
gangsters.
and I'd moved out to
Hang on,
Seattle.
more forward.
And that was about the time
You see
when
what I
Ghost
mean
Hunters
here?
Incorporated
Oh. The Ghost Hunter Mafia.
Oh my god.
Oh
Yo,
my
go.
god.
This
Look,
was
this dude's
coming
got an
for you.
axe. He's got an axe.
God.
That
Holy
one guy in the
shit.
front, it just looks like he's cross-eyed.
The dude,
Yeah, I
guy,
think
he's
he's
like,
got an
Bruh, this guy in the middle who's just barely showing through, he just appears in the darkness.
I
It's like,
know.
it's like Emperor Palpatine, he's just like covered in a cloak, like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. The
What
fuck?
the
Lur-
heck?
just lurching out at you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
break that ghost kneecaps.
Let's see what's here.
and stuff. We weren't really the picture of professionalism.
It
especially
gets
for,
worse the more
Yeah,
it pans out.
obviously. That's not picture
so I thought,
perfection.
okay, either this guy's got the wrong email address, or it's just somebody, screwing around. So I just kind of wrote like an email back, and I was like, I think I kind of jokingly said, I'm sorry, but I don't really have any expertise in alien monster cases. But if you want to fill me in on more details, I'd love to hear it. And I thought, oh, never hear that again. Or one of my friends will be like, I did it. It was funny. And
It was me.
it wasn't too much later that a longer, like 3-page email arrived.
Ooh, spooky.
Ooh.
I'm the CEO of Goblins.
Yeah, we finally gonna get to hear about the goblins now.
I've
I'm
been
the
living in a
CEO
rural
of
home
Goblins.
located on
Oh, here we go. This is the email.
Virginia in Kentucky, where my family is nightly assaulted by creatures that I have come to believe are of an extraterrestrial origin. These beings
Ooh.
appear to be the size and stature of a small child, devoid of any facial features save for large, oily eyes and lipless mouths. They frighten my children
Kentucky
by
kids, am I
peering
right?
through their bedroom windows, chirping at one
Imagine
another.
being
They
assaulted by
Sharpened.
children.
to enter my home in the middle of the night. Last month they took my dog. I believe that
They took her Durgs.
abandoned mine located on
They
the edge
took
of
her
my property.
Durg.
I am armed. I'm afraid that I'm far too frightened to enter the mine by my lonesome, and cannot convince any sympathetic friends
Why
to
the fuck did they
accompany me.
keep going
I
even though they're
cannot
super fucking
run
blurry
away.
now?
I was given your
Hmm.
contact information.
They think their
through a man
B-roll
by the
footage
name
is
of
better.
Terry Wrist. When these
Probably.
disturbances first began occurring, I I was only inclined to confide in a personal friend who I knew had fringe interests. He offered to share my concerns with a man that had dealt with somewhat similar experiences in previous years. I accepted his offer. Within a week, I was informed that this gentleman had long since retired from pursuits of this kind, but was willing to provide me with contacts who may be willing to help. This is how I came to contact you. I do not have any answer to why, other than a referral and a recommendation from a gentleman I do not know personally. I was under the impression that you would answer that question.
I was wrong.
Is made up of small towns and rural communities. It is not uncommon to go days
The accent is
without
worse than
seeing my
mine
closest
whenever I try to do like a
neighbors.
southern
I moved
accent.
this area for the peace and quiet. I have received
Not for the goblins.
I have lived in this area for just under 7 months, and in that time the majority
Tired of
the
these
harassment has
motherfucking
occurred
goblins in my
within the past 3
motherfucking
weeks.
town.
I did not
Maybe
become
you should
aware
just
of any
move.
strangeness until
Right?
early December, although that is only
Maybe you
when
should
I
just, like,
began
lock
to
your
keep a
door.
record of these
Or at
events.
least for the...
First, it
Maybe you
was
should, like,
strange
not be so
tracks of
appealing to the
snow around my
goblins, you
home.
know?
I had initially
Yeah,
imagined
turn
that
off
they
your
were
light.
some kind of
Yeah.
animal, though it closely
Just put the
resembled
doorknob,
a human
like,
footprint
higher than
behind
4
the
feet.
scene. At that
Motherfucker,
time, I
I
was
know.
under the
Motherfucking
impression that it was
shoot 'em.
simply a single
Just
creature.
don't have any
It
gold
wasn't
on
until
you, that's
weeks
what they're
later
after.
that I began to suspect that I was
Bury
dealing
all.
with a number of what I thought were individuals hazing me upon my arrival to the area. In the weeks leading up to this particular evening, I had awoken to find my shed doors open on several occasions.
Stay out of my shed.
My children's toys missing or
Ooh.
moved, or my yard in general
Ooh.
disarray. The second week of January, I'm having breakfast with my family when my 5-year-old daughter begins talking about kids without hair. When my wife inquired about these kids, she informed us that she had spent the previous night watching them play in the yard. As you can imagine,
She had to explain
this
what
was
chemo
so
treatment is.
No, they just didn't want to tell their kids what cancer was. They didn't want their kids to find out about death this early, so they were just like, "Oh yeah, those are goblins.
The wreath that hangs
Don't worry about it. Those are
outside
just
the house
goblins."
was stuffed into our
Yeah,
mailbox.
they didn't
I
watch Cow
purchased
Use
and
Kids,
installed
clearly.
motion-activated floodlights the following day. For a time, the problem ceased. It wasn't until the end of February.
Although, see when he mentioned like that his dog was describing it, that's where I felt the creepy factor.
Right.
I was awoken
Yeah, it does get really
by my
creepy.
daughter screaming, rushed to her bedroom only to meet her halfway down the hall. When
Like, I
my
give the
wife
voice
and I
some,
were
like,
finally able
I'll
to
turn up the
Like,
video,
it
Mary.
does add like a creepy vibe to
She
it.
told us that the kids
Mhm.
were trying to peer into her window, but they couldn't reach and instead had taken to tapping on it. She hasn't
Oh my
slept
God.
in her own bedroom since.
That's scary.
Almost every
Real
day
quick,
for the
Oh
past
no.
somebody in the chat asked me to turn the volume up, so I'm gonna do that real quick.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's no
Okey-dokey.
worries.
Okay.
Craig,
week,
Oh,
I
that's
would
way too
find
loud.
some evidence
Whoa.
that something or someone had been on my
How's that?
property the previous night.
Yeah,
Okay.
That sounds good.
Wednesday, the 7th of March, I finally witnessed the kids without hair for myself. The dog woke me up around 1:30 a.m., scratching at the back door and whimpering to be let out. I noticed that the motion floodlight was on and went to the kitchen window to check that the shed doors were still closed. When
The
I looked
window.
up, I could see the shadow of an
Is this
individual
email or-
cast across
or
my
no?
lawn. From the angle
He said
I
it was 3
positioned
pages.
at the window, I could
Oh.
not actually see the source of the shadow or the floodlights. The dog was pacing circles around the back door, and I could hear someone rifling through a box on the porch.
Ugh.
With a
It was
little more
Mario.
than common sense, the only
Hello,
reaction
Mario.
I could muster was to bang loudly on the window and yell. At which point I heard the screen door on the porch swing open and slam against the house. I heard what I can only describe as chirping. At this point, it sounded much like a skunk, if more guttural. I then realized that there were more than 2 people on my property, and the shadow, which had been reacting as if it didn't know which way to run, was quickly joined by another. For a moment I watched as the shadows chirped at one another, when I noticed a figure out of the corner of my eye. Standing in the flower bed just to the bottom left of my window was a small, humanoid figure with silky pale skin. completely
Silky.
hairless, standing roughly 4 feet. It was looking in the direction
You know he
of the
fucked that
shadows,
goblin.
and had clearly come from
Hell yeah.
around the left side of the house opposite the porch
Those are
and
always
had not
kids.
noticed me as far as I could tell.
fish.
Its face was devoid of features, save for large round eyes, very reminiscent in shape and color of a bird's eye. It had no nose to speak of and only a small slit for a mouth. It didn't appear to move its mouth.
Just go up to the
with
goblin and be like,
jerk,
"Bitch, you can't do this."
It was most
Looks like
certainly
some guy
not a
fucking
wild
sculpt.
animal,
Oh my
and
gosh.
more certainly not a child. I was
Look
too
at him.
terrified to move and watched as the
like
creature
fucking
hopped to the
masking
others.
out.
Together
Well,
they
they were
scrambled into the woods on the right side of my property. It was
Yeah, do it, do
clear
it.
that there was at least 5 in the group. I have not mentioned this particular incident to my wife. The only other person who I have spoken to about
He looks
these
like,
creatures are
Snook-
yourself and the
Snook or
close
whatever his
friend
name
who
is from the new
introduced
Star
me
Wars.
to our
Mhm.
mutual friend,
Snoke?
Mr. Wrist.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
He says, "I've not mentioned this to my wife, who lives with me, but I'll tell some random guy on the internet
At that point,
that we
I
might
said,
be in danger."
You know, we'd love to come and check it out, but we need some kind of proof.
Turns out
We
his
need some
wife
kind
was
of
a
evidence
goblin
that
the
there's
entire
something actually
time.
Oh, yeah,
going
oh,
on.
yeah, yeah.
They never
Yeah.
noticed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was
She
his
wore makeup.
credibility
And
there.
would you
Like,
let
why would
us
you not tell your
film
wife
this if we
that
came
you
Right.
and did it?
random to the
And the
internet?
guy said, "Nah, it's totally."
What, Meg?
How do you tell?
I was just saying, like, it loses credibility where he's like, "Oh yeah, I won't tell my wife who I live
Yeah.
with in this house, but I'll tell this random dude."
I mean,
who
Kentucky boys be
don't even know.
like, you know.
I mean, how
Yeah.
how do you even
Hiding
tell
shit from
your
the wives.
significant other? You're like,
Yeah,
hey babe,
communication, what's
we
that?
got goblins.
Hey, yo, girl,
To be fair.
you want to see this gussy?
No.
Yeah, seriously, babe, we got goblins.
Babe, we gotta get this goosey.
You gotta get that gussy.
Gotta get that goober.
Disclaimer: none of us fuck goblins. We promise.
Speak for
I mean,
yourself, goddamn.
Okay.
I don't know.
I am not
I
here.
fuck
I am not
mermaids.
here to promote or discourage the sex with goblins.
I
Dollar.
did not have sexual relations with that goblin.
With that goblin. That was better.
Hey, Dad, he married Hillary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. No, for real though, probably only sleep with goblins if they're adult goblins. I don't know how long goblins live, so I won't say 18. But
I'll just
I'd
go with
hope
the
you
war.
have sex with an adult goblin.
I'd go with the World of Warcraft ones.
Ugh.
Very
Okay.
cartoony.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Totally fine. I just want complete anonymity because I'm a doctor, and it would hurt my reputation. if
I'm a
any of this stuff got
doctor.
out.
So my initial response to
He's from
all
New
of
York.
it
He's a
was,
doctor.
He's
you
a
know, I
doctor.
was suspicious, and I was
What's your
kind of like, yeah,
PhD?
okay. Like he would read me the emails, and I'd be like, okay, goblins, sure. And then when, I mean, for me, the first time that I actually
It's like there's like a
stopped
random ass
and went
next door.
like, okay,
Hmm.
this is legitimately strange, was when
Poopy.
we got the pictures.
Stinky.
It's a
Oh,
goblin
shit.
print.
At first, I was like,
Oh,
"Holy
shit, a
crazy.
foot!"
These are nuts. I've never seen anything like it." But I'm not an outdoorsy person.
Those aren't
I
nuts.
don't know a ton of animal tracks, so I sent it to every like outdoorsy person. I think actually I posted it to
Goblins,
Facebook
layer
first.
goblins. No.
And was like, "Look at this
No,
weird
no,
stuff
no,
that we're getting.
no.
You know, what in the world are these?" And a lot of people chimed in saying, you know, maybe it's an emu, but that's really strange. I don't know why there would be an
Anunnaki?
emu
What
at this
the
place,
fuck?
and you know they're pacing
I think those are
proper.
like some kind of alien.
But a lot of the Bigfoot hunters that I know
Anunnaki
started to
is
go.
From, like, the whole
What's really interesting about
Jewish
this
people are
is
aliens.
these all look like they have
Oh.
dermal ridges.
Never heard of
And
that.
dermal
before. We'll
ridges
have
are
to look into that.
basically like
Yeah, it's
fingerprints
super
for
creepy.
feet and hands.
Sounds
That's
freaky.
peak my interest.
They're like the crease
I
lines
didn't
in
know
the
that.
feet,
I'll try to find
and they're
some.
extremely hard to fake. So whatever was leaving these actually
It
had
says that
some
it might have
creases
been
in the
an
foot,
emu,
these
like,
dermal ridges.
how the fuck
So
does an emu
it was
make
a
that
fleshy
size of a
footprint,
print?
which means
Like,
it
think
wouldn't
of
have
it
been an emu
realistically.
because I think they
Right.
have.
Well,
like,
they're pretty
talons.
big.
Yeah,
And they
they got
look
big
they
ass
look just
out.
kind of like fat fingers.
Plus, do you even get
Like 3
emus
fat
wild
fingers.
in America?
Right.
After that point, I was like, okay, maybe.
Tex
there's
Tex said,
something
imagine the
strange
kids
going on."
bullying the
exactly.
cancer children,
the
bruh.
emails were weirdly written, like they felt
Goblin.
Goblin,
almost like it's strange going back and rereading them because for me, when I do read them, they almost feel a little.
Go back to your cave,
Like
goblin.
there's
Oh my
something
God.
completely off about whoever's writing it. Like it almost, for me, felt like someone trying to get us to go somewhere, and that was like setting off alarms. So yeah, when we did get the pictures, I didn't lose that kind of fear that was like innately kind of already there, But then I was curious.
So I sent him another email. I said, yeah, okay, you got my attention. We're into this. How do you want to go about this? Because I was in Canada at the time. Going to Kentucky wasn't an easy trip for me. I wasn't even allowed to leave the country while I was going through immigration. So I told him, we're definitely interested in doing this. Are you still going to be there? Are you going to be able to take pictures of more stuff? I need.
It is. Oh my god!
How big the footprints are.
Oh, it's him and his wife. Okay. I thought it was just
I think
him.
it was like
That would've been
2
weird.
or 3 months later, he emails back and says, I had to flee the house. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. Had to move my family out. Things just got too crazy. We just don't feel safe here.
Holy shit.
And
The goblins read the
he said,
email.
I'm going to be going back to the house. I will take more photographs if I can find anything else. And I'll do my best to show you how big everything is.
I'll show you how big it is.
And I'm going back to collect all of our stuff. I think it was with his brother-in-law.
Homeboy's gonna die trying to go
And
back.
sure enough, a couple days later, another series of photos come in.
Ooh.
And they're the same type of footprint. They look like they were taken somewhere else, but they had a measuring stick next to it. And it showed that they were like half the size of a regular human footprint. So they were tiny and they were kind of round. Like they didn't look like they had any kind of heel.
Well, you know what they say about small feet?
And also attached
For
were a
small
series
shoes.
of really dark photographs that he claimed were of the creatures themselves that he had taken from his back porch.
Small shoes.
Like it doesn't. Yeah, like it's nothing. Like one of them you just kind of threw out immediately because you can't really see anything. It almost looks like a big round thing with two big,
It's a fucking goblin,
big
dude.
black eyes.
It's a fucking goblin!
But the other ones were a little more interesting. That one looks like a fucking gray alien. One of them looked like the side
That's just
profile
me.
of a typical
That's my BP.
extraterrestrial gray that you would see.
You know, that's the thing I don't get.
Shoulder,
What?
Like, we have all this
high
really nice
cheekbones.
technology. Everybody has like a really nice
That
camera on their
one's me.
phone. Yeah,
Yeah.
we still get these
It could
really
be
shitty
anything.
low-res
Right,
pictures.
right. Well, this is from 2012.
That's like a profile shot of
So
Was it?
yeah.
extraterrestrial.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh, okay, that's
you
when I
know,
started. Okay.
yeah, phones weren't that great back
And
then.
then the
It was probably an
other
Android
one
phone.
looked like something was leaning around a tree.
And still, they had
And
pretty
it was really
decent
hard to kind of
technology
make out
then.
what
Mm,
size
yeah.
it was, but you could see that whatever it was had a completely bald head, wasn't wearing any kind of clothes to speak of, was kind of a weird whitish, yellowish color. You could see what looks like a shoulder, like a hand.
It's just your local nudist with jaundice.
Oh no.
Oh shit! Oh
He looks
shit!
like
Look
one
at
of
that!
the- He
Look
looked
at
like the white spy from Spy vs.
Among
Spy.
Us?
Oh, oh my god!
detail of the original
No! No! No!
That is not what it looks like at
I was like,
all, you
I'm
idiot.
in. We're going.
I
We're
could
gonna go
see
check
it.
this thing out. We're gonna put everything on hold. This is crazy. I have
can
no
see
idea what
some
this could be,
evidence,
but
but I
if
don't
this guy's
think, like,
serious,
like the drawing
I don't
over,
think
like,
we're
I don't think
equipped
that's
to
a
blow up a
good
mine.
representation of
But
what it would look
I definitely
like.
want to go check this out,
Yeah.
especially
Babe,
if
we
can
can't go on our
video
second
all this
honeymoon.
stuff.
We gotta go hunt fucking
And
goblins.
I said, yeah, that's it. We'll
Yeah.
come down. We'll check it out. And
To be honest.
never heard.
Yeah,
from
sorry, we
goblin.
can't go to
No,
your fucking bat mitzvah. We're going goblin hunting.
Your dad's
Fine.
funeral's just gonna have to wait.
Yeah,
Goblins are afoot.
We've got more
My dad
important
would
shit to
understand.
do.
there be fuckery
Maybe.
afoot.
Yeah.
I know we couldn't make the mortgage, but like we have to go goblin hunting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a necessity. Come on, man.
Somebody said literally just an albino child.
Okay, can I just? This guy looks like a degraded version of Ninja.
Oh my god, yes, Ninja the later years.
Punished ninja.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like a withered version.
yeah. Oh my gosh.
This is after he gets banned from Fortnite.
the what the fuck do you say to me, you little shit?
He finally takes a step outside and he realizes what he's missed.
Right. Okay.
So I posted this stuff to my Facebook page, and people were like just freaking out. We kind of unofficially put together what we called the Alien Cave-based Task Force, which was going to be
task
a big group of people.
force.
We were going to go down, we were going to find these things, and we were going to
That's
figure
what
out
Trump was
what
gonna
was
do
going
before
on.
he lost the election.
And then I decided
no.
to write an
Oh
article
my god, look
about
at
it
it.
for Week in Weird, and it was one of
An
those further calls where
alien
it was
with
like,
two
Alien
guns.
Cave
can
base.
anyone
Wow,
tell me
so
something that sounds
creative.
similar to this? And the only thing that we found that really kind of matched up with everything was an old sighting that happened in Hopkinsville, the other end of Kentucky, back in 1955. And in this case, it was an entire family of people living in a farmhouse. I think there were 11 people. And there was a UFO sighting that happened. And it was witnessed by police officers, one of the most well-documented UFO cases ever, especially in terms of extraterrestrial encounters, because so many credible witnesses saw these things and drew these things.
Just putting it that clear circle.
Gave credible testimony. 11 people in a farmhouse said that after this UFO crashed, not too far from their land, these little creatures that were about 3 feet tall showed up at the
Among
house,
Us.
looking in the windows,
Among
especially
Freddy,
the children,
freaka.
were showing up in the doorway, just freaking everybody out, and they actually fired at these creatures. And
they fired at them.
They ended up fleeing.
Get off my land,
so
Goblin.
I mean, it was a media circus at this point.
started blasting.
Tons of people were camping out.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go close my window. I'll leave the video running for you guys.
What these things were, they dubbed them goblins.
12 little
Quick, everybody,
back then,
quick, everybody,
they didn't really
plug
know
your
what to call them.
channels and content.
These
Hurry.
things,
Before he gets
these
back.
things had these
Plug
big
pegged. Oh my
ears
God.
that the ones that this David
They
got.
pegged the little aliens.
He didn't describe them.
Hey, babe. I need it.
But in some of the early drawings by the police officers, they looked like they were wearing goggles and headpieces. So those ears might not have even been ears at all. They could have been something different. And if you remove those and take them away, everything fits. They look the same. They were interested
You know
in
that
children.
first drawing? I can
They
see why that
were,
one Sableye
terrorizing
Pokemon is based off
farmhouse
of it.
in the middle
Could
of
be.
nowhere in Kentucky.
So sorry, I'm like about to fall.
But it was in the complete opposite.
He looks so
state.
fucked up.
So
what
we
man
thought
does
that's
to
the
you, man.
closest thing that we can find to something
I don't
like
think
this. So there's a
creatures that look
precedent
like
for
that
this
should
stuff.
exist. They should look
There's
normal.
a precedent for it happening in Kentucky. Sure, there's like 60 years in between them and a few hundred miles, but maybe it's these Kentucky goblins. And that's as far as we got. The guy that told David to contact us apparently had a mutual friend of ours whose name was Terry Wrist. The name doesn't even sound real. Like when you're reading it, it sounds like a normal name, but when you say it out loud, Terry Wrist, it's terrorist.
Okay, I'm back.
Obviously, it's like a pseudonym of some kind.
Oh,
And I
gosh.
racked
His
my
name was
brain.
Mike
I
Hunt,
don't know anybody who uses
and
it.
he claimed that he had $1 million for
Anybody
me.
I know? I couldn't figure out anybody who would use it, especially in this day and age, right? And so I started to Google, Terry Wrist. The only hit that I would get for that name came from a really weird, obscure book.
I'm allergic to all this
about
bullshit.
Using magic rituals to summon extraterrestrials. And it was by a guy by the name of Alan Greenfield, who was an occultist and also a UFO investigator. It was from
Do it, do it, do it.
1994. It's called Secret
Now
Cipher.
they're magic goblins.
It's in Hebrew.
That makes for a good
And
reading.
Nothing in the book mentions.
If you read it, we can do a book review on
until
stream.
The appendix in the back of the book,
I will
because
do
there's
a
like a
book
3 or
report
4 page
stream on
interview.
it.
with
Hell
this
yeah,
guy
hell
who
yeah.
goes by the pseudonym Terry R. Wrist, and it was all about this guy who claimed that him and a bunch of other Vietnam veterans, they went around to different underground bases where there were extraterrestrials had set up shop, and they would go in there and basically clean them out. So they were kind of like a real alien cave-based task force. But again, as crazy as that sounded, this whole book, The Secret Cipher of the Euphonauts, was presented as complete fact. And it was all about using occult rituals to
these aliens just
contact
like find a cave and they just set up shop.
And
Yeah, they just sit
it
there
just
and
seems
vibe.
strange that this whole thing,
They just hotbox
this
that
crazy,
cave.
fantastical cave
Hey, Mark,
exploration
someone's calling me, one
by
second.
ass-kicking alien cave-based task force Vietnam vets would be in there if it wasn't relevant somehow. And that was the only reference to a Terry Wrist I could find, and it was from 1994.
That looks beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Sorry about that.
And there's one of those little green guys running around.
Oh, that's
So
gorgeous.
at this point, we
Hey, North Carolina,
had
that's where
started
Jamie
working on a
lives.
Project.
We were doing a little web series.
Let's see
We
here.
went
Jamie
out
looks like a
to
goblin.
Round Mountain,
You do.
So,
Carolina.
is there a
Part of the project
connection
was-
here?
Jamie's a
You know, these
goblin.
experiments, asking these big questions like,
Confirmed.
can you get abducted by
Confirmed.
aliens? So, yeah, we went to a place that technically we should have been able to be abducted by aliens.
So we went to Brown Mountain, didn't get abducted by aliens. But a friend of ours, Mike Hanks, said, hey, while you're out here, there's something really cool that I think I should show you guys. A psychic told me that there's an entrance to an underground base where aliens have set up shop. And we're immediately like, oh god,
Look,
this
they're
reminds
looking
us of
for
the Goblins.
aliens.
We gotta go check this thing out.
How high do
Now
you
you've
think their
heard
standards
stories,
are?
Right.
that there are.
They're like, we're looking
underground
for aliens,
bases
but also it could be
somewhere
goblins, but
here in
also
these
it could be
mountains.
this, but
Yeah,
also it
as a
could be
matter of
that.
fact, they're one of the popular legends.
I mean, we're looking for goblins, but if we find
mostly
Bigfoot or the
associated
Loch
with the
Ness
Brown
Monster,
Mountain
we're
area,
good with that too.
Yeah, we'll just take anything we can get at this point.
A lot of the stories are that there are indeed rumblings and happenings right here under Table Rock where we are right
Wait, you mean high as in like pot, or high as in like
anything?
Well, no, they're on a mountain. They're very high at the moment.
God, shut up.
I'm sorry.
They're too high up. They're not getting enough oxygen to their brain.
I won't come up on this deck and I'll throw you off myself for that.
Okay, continuing on.
now. One of the best stories that I heard years and years ago was from a man. He was a UFO investigator here in the region who had said that he had been contacted by people who had kept talking about the military presence at Brown Mountain and in the Limble Gorge. And furthermore, that a psychic had told him that there was an entrance to a base right under this mountain. And so I kind of, took that with a grain of salt, but in truth, with all the cave openings and entrances, like the one that I just brought you through to get to this majestic vantage here on Table Rock, in my opinion, if there was any place that you want to hide something like that, this would be ideal for it, wouldn't it?
So he led us on this crazy path that went down around the side of the mountain, and then just as the psychic had predicted, there were these two big pillars, and then between the pillars was the entrance to this cave.
We're now at the entrance of the cave here. But I know that there are people who are convinced that the Brown Mountain lights emanate from a ufological kind of, phenomena of some sort. And then, of course, that there is a base under Table Rock. And so, for all we know, we're entering the lower extremities of that base right now.
And it went in a fair amount, but once we got in there, you could see that there was this big rock slab that had it almost looked like it had just been placed there.
And it looked weird enough for you to go like, that
True, Mary.
It didn't just like fall off that mountain, perfectly slide into this hole that is a cave. Like a couple of us had tried to actually get into it.
Get
you
in
could
the
see kind
hole.
of through it. It wasn't like a perfect square, like a
Get in the
door,
goblin
but
cave.
it was enough that like the shape of it was strange.
You have to pay toll to get into the goblin hole.
The troll toll.
That looks like that was placed there, doesn't it?
Toll for the hole.
50 apiece.
Okay, but tell me, after watching this, that you wouldn't be at least a little bit spooked going down into a cave.
I'd be scared going in a
Yeah, they're spoopy.
Like in general.
What do you guys think?
Me either.
Right.
Do you think that this is the entrance to an alien cave?
Do you know what? If there was an entrance, yeah.
Right here, man.
Here, grab this big guy.
Your mind will play tricks on you, man.
You'd have to. I wonder if you'd have to climb up over that rock right there on the top, because there's definitely an opening big enough for a body up there.
That is, I don't think it is, honey.
I mean,
After one of us got stuck, we had to call emergency
Terry
services.
Riss talked about 3 different entrances into these cave bases.
what are you doing,
One of
step
them was
goblin?
on Brown Mountain.
No.
We could have been standing in that entrance right there, but we couldn't get any further, so there was nothing much we could do.
Guys, just chewing on my toes.
And so again, it's kind of like that idea of like trusting. And just
Very
going,
true, Mary,
because
very
It
true.
might sound absurd, but at the end of the day, we were all standing in front of a cave that looked like the entrance to what could have been an underground base, and there was a big, huge, giant slab of rock there, stopping us from being able to get inside.
Blow it up.
Yeah, bring some TNT with you.
It wasn't too long
Yeah.
after
People
we
have no
returned
creativity
from all
these
these
days, come
trips
on.
I think you have to have a
we
permit
got
for that.
an email from
It's
a guy
America. They can do
who was
whatever the
going by
fuck
the
they
name
want.
Terry
Yeah.
Wrist.
I mean, it's not a national park.
No,
If it's a
probably
national
is.
park,
and
then
just
you
said-
can't do anything.
Why did you
It'd
stop?
be a
when you were
federal
so
offense at that
close?
point, right?
I
Yep.
have something for you.
Yeah.
One, and it was like weird,
Oh.
misspelled. It was really strange kind of cadence to it.
1 week.
One week.
At that point, I'm like, okay, somebody's fucking with me. this point.
No,
It
really?
was all lowercase. Like everything was strange about it.
Really?
Whether or not this is involved in the original emails from David or not, somebody's messing with me. Because a lot of the information about the goblins that we'd had at this point was on the internet. Because we'd written a little post about it. Sure enough, a week later, another email comes in.
Email.
This one read, Hellier was just a symptom. The ink and the black are isolated still, and third order MIA. Bear in mind for every
Are they
door
turning this man
closed,
into a
the
lolcow?
window must
Is
be
that what's
open.
happening here?
Doors closed,
Oh my God.
the window is open. Use the numbers. Right off the bat, this one struck us because he specifically
Goblin
mentions
Chew.
Hellier.
Goblin to the
But in all of our
extreme.
postings,
God damn it.
never once released any of so there's no way he should have known that.
I hate it.
And the attachment was a photograph.
Spooky.
And it was a photograph of a slip of paper
Piece of
that had
paper?
a whole mess of numbers on it.
I just want to say hi
And
to
the
Yes Man in
numbers,
chat. I see
there
there,
were
my guy.
16 numbers.
Hey, yes, man.
And as with everything else,
Yes, man,
went
we're
on
like
Facebook,
Lindsay, man.
I said, what the heck is this? One of my friends immediately pointed out, oh, that's a credit card number.
Oh, I just glitched out for a
And I
second.
thought, oh, geez, so I should pull it down because who knows?
I knew my
whose
joke
credit
wasn't funny,
credit
but
card
damn.
This was.
Don't make
Wow.
excuses.
That's what somebody else pointed out. No, those are GPS coordinates. And at that point, I had this cold chill run down my spine because when I put them into a GPS, they actually pointed right to where this cave was, or at least the similar vicinity of this cave in North Carolina that Micah Hanks had taken us to.
I mean, there's literally only one or two people who should have known that. The exact spot where we were. That's weird.
That's
And
the thing with caves, like you never know. Like,
that freaked
what
me
could
out.
be unknown.
Whoever
Right.
it was
Yeah.
knew
Since
we were there
Caves.
at this cave.
Mhm.
You know,
Very
where,
few
like,
people knew
have went
where we
inside
were
them
going
and
and what
never
we were
come
doing.
back out.
As far as I
Yeah.
know,
Like, anyway.
only Micah really knew where this cave was.
It was actually really frightening.
It's
because
not a
we both
jumpsuit,
kind of
yes,
looked at each
man,
other
just
like,
accept
What
facts.
is actually going on?
What are
It
you
kind
talking about?
of made a
What a
lot of
jumpsuit.
the other stuff seem
Chat.
more concrete.
One of your friends
which
just has to be fucking with
kind of
you,
in
you
retrospect,
know?
for me
Right.
specifically, was
Like at
a
this
bit
point,
upsetting.
Surprised it's their
The
mom.
only thing that this was similar to that I could find
Just fucking
was letters that were
The
sent
real goblins were
to
the
John
French made along the
Keel.
way.
Most of them know John Keel because he wrote the Mothman Files. He was the guy who popularized
It's not about the
Mothman
goblins,
site.
it's about the journey.
There was a lot of really
Yeah,
weird high
yeah.
strangeness that happened around that. A
So
lot of
it's
really
sending a
strange
message.
Wait, Mothman
coincidences.
now?
It's the climb.
Speaking of
And he was the
Mothman.
guy kind of
It's the
made that what it
collection.
is. But he
Mothman a
had a lot
goblin
of
now?
interesting theories that I'm really
That's
interested
West
in, which
Virginia.
are
That's
that
West
there are
Virginia,
window
Walder. You don't know
areas.
anything.
And in these
West
window
Virginia.
areas, things can come in and out really easily. Like the veil is thinner. UFOs aren't coming from outer space.
Caves are on the
the
same
veil
level
is
as the
thin?
ocean.
From another
True.
dimension, as are most of the creatures that we run into.
What
in
flower?
cryptozoology,
Sorry?
No,
extraterrestrials,
he said the
that
veil
kind
is
of stuff.
thin and that UFOs aren't
He used to
coming.
get letters
Mm.
from these people who called themselves the International Bankers, and they
Oh,
came from
wankers.
weird postmark places.
Boo!
Sometimes they didn't even have a postmark on them. They were just like sent through the mail without any postmarking. Sometimes they just showed up in his mailbox. But they were the same kind of weird misspellings, almost purposeful misspellings of things. But they were super direct in, you need to stop doing what you're doing. You need to stop
Oh,
looking at
shit.
what you're looking into. But it was weird because this
Wait a
read
minute.
differently. It said, why did you stop?
People described
Not
as goblins,
stop. Why did you
international
stop?
bankers.
Here's GPS.
Is this
coordinates.
anti-Semitic?
Oh
Go
shit.
find the window. Doors closed.
Oh no.
Oh no.
J.K. Rowling co-wrote it.
Oh god.
Harry
Oh, yeah, I
Potter
can see
and the stinky
Gringos,
banker
yeah.
You need to kind
goblins.
of look, around and look into this type of stuff. And occasionally, something would pop up or someone would say, oh, the story that you guys
Cave is just
share,
British Heider
something like this
shackles.
happened to my grandfather, and he called them the Gobsows. Or my grandparents used to tell me about the Holler Goblins in eastern Kentucky. So little things kept popping up here and there. But no matter
Holler
what we would do,
Goblin.
we never heard back from
Holler
Terry
Goblin.
Wrist.
They
We never
holler
heard
at
back
you.
from David.
The goblins fucking got him, dude.
Really
Too
interesting
long.
thing happened.
His mom took away his
about a year and a
laptop.
half ago. We got into contact with Geraldine Sutton.
Dude, there's the goblin!
There it is!
Of the Sutton family, who lived
We
in
found
Sutton.
him.
Her father was lucky. He actually
Ladies and
shot
Yellow
gentlemen,
for roll
we
credits.
got him.
there's
got him,
2
man.
living relatives
In the stream, we found the
uh,
goblin.
of hers that were present for the case.
He's just sitting
but
there
they
like,
refused to
you
talk
know, like he
about it.
doesn't want to be in the
She says they were just made
like,
fun
I
of
feel
way too much.
uncomfortable.
I don't want to. No.
So Geraldine's
Not yet.
Not yet.
sharing stories about this. and
Oh, we gotta watch that on
live.
stream sometime.
And I just, you know, there was all this stuff with caves and the goblins that kept coming up. Monsters in like the Appalachians, they would come out of caves. People were meeting strange little creatures in caves.
Yeah.
Turns out the Mammoth
Surely
Cave
the Wendigo
system
and all
sits
that
right
stuff,
below
yeah.
Kentucky, the center of Kentucky. It
Mammoth
runs
Cave.
almost the stretch from Hopkinsville
I
all
guess
the way
it's
over
also
to
like the
Hellier,
stereotype, like, oh
and then
yeah,
all the way
monsters
up
living
through the
caves and all that
Appalachians.
stuff. Like, it's the shit that you tell kids, like, you know, don't
And-
explore,
Right.
like, caves
You know,
and stuff.
there could be a
Right.
way that this is all connected.
So
It's
there's
feeding
like there's
into
like a
that.
So
map
I
that
asked
shows
Geraldine, I
like
said,
disappearances
"This
of
is a weird
people,
question.
and it lines right up with the
Do you
cave
remember
systems of
at the
America, and it's
farmhouse,
really freaky.
you know, where the stuff
Yeah.
crashed?
I mean, I guess that
on
makes
the side of the
sense.
place? Were there any
Yeah.
caves
Because you
over
think
by the
of- you
farmhouse?
think
Was
about,
the
like,
farmhouse still there? Could I come
You
out
know,
and see it?
how much is
The farmhouse
unexplored,
was
you know,
long gone.
underground.
Mhm,
Property was
like-
owned by somebody else, and she wasn't sure that there were any caves. But she was really good friends with people from the town, and she said she'd ask. Day or
All
two
the
later, she
secret
got back
society,
and she
more
goes,
people
"You know what's really
underneath us.
interesting?
No doubt.
There's a big
Mm.
cave right
Well, there's
next to
definitely
it.
some people underneath us. We're in the sky.
Cave system runs all
Look down.
the way
Oh,
through there
yeah.
Look
and
down.
connects
No.
to the Mammoth Cave system.
It's scary.
And I was like, holy cow, this
They're the real
is
goblins.
all connected. But as we continued to plot these out, we started to notice that
Everyone who's not in the
there's
boat is a
themes that
goblin.
occurs.
Confirmed. Confirmed.
And
Confirmed.
it's
Confirmed.
not just goblin
Y'all are
stuff.
little
Right,
shit
it's
little
Very
goblins.
similar stuff,
Oh,
and it pops up
what is
all
that
through
thing?
the Mammoth Cave system,
Is that
all the
Squidward?
way up through
It's
the
a handsome
Appalachians.
Squidward.
I'm Squidward.
even
I'm
up to
Squidward. I'm
Prince
Oh, that's
Squidward.
not
There are
fair.
all of these stories.
SpongeBob,
scenes
for the
that
last time,
in
I'm not a
around
goblin.
footprints look kind of like the same type of deal.
But
Some of
Squidward,
them
where
look
did
like,
it say you were?
they generally
Yeah,
kind of look like a variation of like an extraterrestrial creature. But they've all given them different names because regionally
Some
Ooh,
kind
that's
of
a creepy
they've
quote
one.
heard of the
creature,
Hopkinsville stuff,
unquote.
so some of them call them Tommy knockers.
He's ready. Look at
or
him.
in the
Tommy
mines,
knockers.
and
There's like
get
these
ready.
are
disturbed when there's big loud
I'll
sounds.
show you
and
some
it sounds
Tommy
like things are
knockers.
mining. So we started thinking, what if it was never extraterrestrials to begin with?
Goblin knockers.
What if it was
Smelling.
something in these caves?
Yeah,
Well,
you
smell
were
it.
smelling green
They
body
all
monsters.
fit. Like the whole thing
Well,
fits. The
top.
map is there. You
How
can look
does
at the
something
map. You
smell
can
evil?
see these
It
black
smells
spots
evil.
fit this place
Rotting
right.
watermelon.
And so,
Is it
you
like
know,
the
from
Stinky.
Like it's
these
scented.
on, they're
Cookie.
That's-
and all of these people are giving them different names. They
Pretty
don't
much if it
think
smells
they're
really
related
nice,
because
you know
they
it's
don't
evil.
have an option.
Mhm.
It's
They
trying
don't
to
know that
do
this
it.
stuff's going on.
Mhm.
It's fragrant.
That's why I don't wear
The other
deodorant.
thing that led us to believe that there's even more
I
credibility to this theory was
mean, my only excuse is the more
a production company
You
that
can't
wanted to
talk.
shoot this project with us about the goblins. It was like a one-off thing. It was never supposed to be made for public consumption. It was just to sell the show. It was a sizzle reel. And they'd found us stuff that we'd written about the goblins. I thought, well, this is perfect. This is just
Oh my
weird, you know.
God.
This is interesting. We've never seen this
He's
before.
doing the white man
And
Instagram
they said, would you guys be
post.
interested in being, you know, part of the
Oh,
sizzle
fuck.
reel?
He looks like
Just
H3H3 in that
for
picture.
internal use.
Oh,
No one's
God,
gonna
he
see
does.
it. You know, obviously we don't need to go out to the actual town. Like
Trisha
we'll meet in the
Paytas is
middle.
the
'Cause
real
this guy was
goblin.
from Tennessee. And we were like,
True.
You know, we'll get a free adventure out of it. It's like a weekend. They'll see us and put us up. So we went down Cave City, Kentucky, kind of in the middle of Kentucky, middle of the Mammoth Cave system. It's one of those places where there's lots of like recreational caves that have like been roadside traps since, you know, the 50s and the 60s, and they got the big dinosaurs and stuff like that everywhere. You know, they're all tearing down the cameras and everything
Dinosaurs,
afterwards,
what?
and there had been this little girl who was
Like big paper mache.
What do you think the
riding
goblins
Oh, yeah,
ride?
yeah,
back
yeah.
and forth, kind of seeing all the people with the cameras, wondering what was going on.
It's the
And
mountains.
she ended up walking over to Dana and I, just kind of sitting there killing time while everybody was breaking down. And she said, that man over there says that you two are monster hunters.
You guys look for monsters, and she was psyched and like really excited.
I said, yeah. Why? Have you seen any monsters? And she said, yeah. You
Yeah,
know, my
that's right.
friends
I'm
and I, we
unemployed."
see them all the time. My parents see
And
monsters
then everyone
too.
clapped.
Monsters are they? Are they under your bed? You know, that kind of thing. And she's like, no, they come out of the caves.
Oh,
And
what
I
the fuck?
started to look around immediately, and I was like, okay, which producer, you know, put her up to this? Because this is a fun story twist. Like, okay, which of the producers did this? No one's paying any attention. they're all just tearing down their equipment. We are not even wearing lav mics at this point, so there's no audio, there's nothing.
We were like, well, can you draw what they look like?
And so I like scrambled and found a piece of paper and got a pen from the dude behind the counter.
And she started off by drawing their feet, which was a random detail that like initially I thought, okay, now I was
She's got a thing
100%
for
sure
feet.
like a producer put her up to it. Because that just a little three-toed footprint. And like
She's a
kids drawing
cucumber.
feet, they don't just randomly just draw.
It's a fried shrimp.
And it's even kind of the same shape, like it's an elongated kind of
No, it
slender
doesn't
in the
fucking
middle
look like that
footprint
at
with
all.
like 3
Little
lobes
girl
on
can't
top.
fucking draw.
I mean, it looks like a kid's drawing.
Yeah,
but
getting
still,
good, kid.
it's
God.
What these goblin
Can't
prints
even draw
look
a
like.
fucking footprint.
I'm
dumb
freaking
bitch.
out, and at this point, I'm
Dumb
telling
bitch.
everyone, I'm like, turn those cameras
man,
on,
feet
turn
are
them
hard to
on,
draw.
bring them over
Okay.
here. Like, mics or not, turn them on, and watch this. And she started talking about how her parents were like, oh yeah, they tell us not to go near the mines, and it's coming from this one over here. It was like 2 streets away. And I said, can you draw
It's
what
common
these things look
sense
like?
and not going
And
to
she
mines.
drew.
Well, yeah.
Looks like a kid's version of a Kentucky Goblin.
There are 2 completely fascinating points.
Oh,
that
it's
she
cute!
did not have drawn. She had legitimately
He's
Yeah,
pogging.
your profile
Often-
pic.
He's pogging.
The Hopkinsville goblins, they're often described as having glassy, large eyes, very large, glassy eyes, and very kind of weird.
Look, that doesn't look like her
elephant-shaped
drawing at
ears
all.
that kind of protrude from the sides of their head.
Looks like a weird
And
Final
she
Fantasy
nailed it.
character.
Like she drew both. Like,
She
she
nailed
basically drew
it.
this alien face
Nail
with
it.
attributes. And we were like,
It's like
She's
a
not nailing
overly
it.
realistic
there's
version of
no way.
Stitch.
a
She
kid
did her
would just
best.
randomly, number one, draw a 3-toed
No, she fucking
footprint,
didn't.
but draw the
She
face
tried.
of
No.
the Hopkins.
But she
Not
failed!
very much,
reason
but
on the planet for that.
And at this point, I freaked
I don't know
out.
why
The
she's
fact
so mean to this little
alone that
girl.
this
I don't know,
little
I'm
girl,
sorry.
not knowing anything about the Hopkins,
Yes, man says he's happy to
not
see that we're all
knowing
social
anything other
distancing
than
in the
the
boat.
monster was able to draw not only a 3-toed footprint, but
Somebody
the head
did
of
knock
the
off
creature
Kirby.
that looks exactly like the Kentucky Goblins was really strange.
Fuck, I forgot to
And it
wear my
happened
mask on the
smack
boat.
dab in the middle of
Shit.
the mammoth cave.
It's okay, all the way up
weight
here. I don't think
of
anyone can
for us
breathe
was
anyway.
Just like,
Yeah, I
again,
don't-
another one of
But
those
airborne.
moments where you're like,
Ah!
it aligns
photosynthesize?
everything that's already happened
Huh?
in weird perspective because you
photosynthesize.
have to kind of stop and go like, holy
Yeah.
shit, like that
You
maybe
clean the air.
actually really happened. You know what I
I
mean?
just
Like
have a
it's
bunch
those moments
gears
of like
turning it back and forth.
gravity that change
Yeah, but you stinky.
the past and change the way that you kind of looked at stuff, and that keeps happening. Those
Well,
like,
I stopped one, so
solidifying
what the
moments
fuck?
where you can't just go like,
Huh?
oh,
You
you know,
problem.
it was just someone
Yeah,
saying
you'll
it's
be
stupid.
okay.
That's a you
Because
problem.
You'll be okay.
really
Just
doesn't
just
feel like
slurp
that
the
at this
oxygen out of flour.
No,
So we
please
thought
don't.
after we moved to Cincinnati,
I don't want to be an
Hellier's only
fanboy.
about.
No, just your oxygen. Just your oxygen.
We'd never been there before, and thought, well, you know, we're not doing anything. We got a free weekend. Let's just go. Let's just go and let's ask around and see what we find.
Let's go ask around for goblins. Oh man, October 2015.
Shocked when we
Takes
got
me
to
back.
this place.
I guarantee you,
because
when they got to
You can
you can only
Kentucky,
tell so
one of
much,
them was
looking at
like,
the GPS
"Have you
map.
seen any
This
goblins?"
place
And
was
some
totally
fucking boomer dude was like,
dead.
"Yeah, my
Tiny,
wife."
tiny town. There's no cell phones there. Middle of nowhere.
Daddy.
Clearly, it was like an old mining
Hugh,
town.
Hugh.
They had
Say hi,
really
hi.
one store, and it was the gas station, the grocery store, and the pizza restaurant. And we thought, well, that's a good place as any to start.
Just
Hey kid, do you want to go see some goblins?
You
Oh, no.
know, Dana sat in the car,
I got goblins in my van.
put a little lapel
So
mic
just like
on,
random people being like, "Have you seen goblins?"
and she kind of shot me from the
Have you seen my
If I
goblin?
lived
He's
in an
lost.
area with a folk
I
one,
went in,
like if
and I just
somebody
started
came up to
asking
me,
people,
have you seen
showing
my
them
goblin?
pictures.
And I'd be like, fucking.
Yeah.
How's it
Okay.
going? Not bad.
Like if I get asked, if
Can I ask you a weird question while I'm here?
I'm gonna be like, "Fuck off."
Right.
You ever seen
Yeah.
anything that looks like that?
I was really nervous, and when we got
You can
there,
eat my
like
last
Greg and I were
bitch.
looking at each other and going like,
Ooh.
"This is probably a bad idea." And we were like, "We'll stop in one or two places. We'll talk to people," and it just opened like a whole can of worms.
What is it?
That's what I'm trying to find
What
out.
is
man.
it?
Before too long, I mean, it was not even half an hour, and there were like a dozen,
Pokemon.
2 dozen people that had showed up at this place because people were calling people and said, "Hey, there's somebody here, and he's invested in this weird thing," and everybody had some kind of story.
Here's your secret. You said you don't
Of course, they want to be on TV.
Seen Bigfoot? What was it like?
Have you seen Bigfoot?
Big Boot's my boyfriend.
Ran across the
Oh my
road in
God.
just a couple of steps.
There's like buttons you can get on Etsy that say like Bigfoot fucked me in a Denny's. Yeah.
A bumper sticker that says Bigfoot doesn't pay child support.
I've seen Bigfoot. He's on Kepler rights.
Other people, was, you know what I mean, was saying, you know what I mean, hey, we seen something.
You know what I mean, we seen something.
And then they was describing about the same thing that I.
So you saw
It sounds like poon.
anywhere from little things
I
that
saw
were
a
running
goblin
across the
and he
street,
went, and I went,
to people saying, "Oh yeah, we get weird prints on our
We seen
property all the
something.
time. I've got an old mine on my property. Everybody around here has old mines on their property." And they said, "Well, you know, it's weird because a few years ago there was this giant UFO, and it hovered above the town. And they said it hovered there for hours and hours and hours. And they were like, it was as big as a jumbo jet. This thing was massive."
But like I said years ago, people think he's crazy. We seen it. You seen it. I seen it. My whole family down there seen it. We watched it over there all day long, right in the middle
I
of the
done
day.
did saw it up in the sky. It was freaking me out. Like,
What's the name of the newspaper?
Yo, man, I tell you what, man, I'll tell you.
News Express.
I'll tell you what.
Thousands of people seen it.
Thousands.
And you could see it pretty good. It was like a cylinder shape. It wasn't moving. It was just there. You know,
Wow.
Just in the same spot.
No, I mean, those are
That's
the
just God's dick.
A long time, man. All day that day.
It just hovered.
And it was like it must have been like it was spinning because
Spinning.
when it was rotating, it would catch the sun and it'd get real bright, and then as it was rotating, it'd go away.
These images, snapped by Alan Epling, has the man
Oh, there we go.
stumped. And that's saying something coming from a long-time amateur astronomer.
I know
Amateur.
when I see it. I track satellites with my ham radio and the telescope.
But this object is like nothing he's ever seen. For 2.5 hours, he watched and photographed this object as it hung in the air until eventually it disappeared. And he wasn't alone. Police say they received numerous calls, and Epling found other observers online.
No one knew who David Christie was. No one had any idea. Somebody actually asked, like, "Oh, ask this guy. He's been living here for forever."
Like
And this
cases like
super
this where
old
it's
dude was like,
"I've
lived here my whole life and I've never heard
and
that."
you know, it's still unexplained to that day. It's like
We thought, okay,
you know, it's
let's
it's
go.
one of those
let's
ones
go
where
see
you're
if we can
like,
find
maybe I
David's
guess.
house. I mean, the town's
That's
not
where it
big.
starts to get real spoopy.
So we drove up this road.
Yeah.
When it's just one dude who's had
there's
like
a house
one,
sitting there
one
on
too
the west side
many,
of this
you
road.
know, after a night out, you're like, really though?
But when the whole town or a whole area for like generations knows about it, it's like.
Yeah, it gives like a lot of credit as well.
But look, it's abandoned. It looks like it's been
Exercise
abandoned.
equipment.
It's abandoned?
It looks like it's been abandoned.
It looks like
for,
it's too
3
blurry
years.
to
There's a
see.
basketball back there, that's where kids would be.
They're probably
Whole
censoring
fucking
it.
Christmas lights still up.
There's a shed.
There is a
Stay
fucking
out of my
shed.
shed.
There's a naked man who runs out. He's like, "Hey!"
Nearby.
Hippity hoppity, get off my property.
Old mines.
I ain't fucking no goblins. Now get out of here.
Which would have been the time that David was going through all this stuff. The house still had stuff all on the front lawn, but no one was living there at the time.
When we saw
Oh,
this
this is
specific
Dave's house.
house, it was like a weird. Something just was like, "This is it." Like it just.
Gee,
I felt like
wish I could see
chills
the house.
almost looking at it because it was just.
Yeah, sure would love to
family
see it if you'd
home
show it to
that
us.
was Totally abandoned.
Yeah.
It
These goblins have some
creepily
sort of
still
force
had
field.
like kids' toys, and it had the window that like would have been the window.
Somebody
that
said,
they
"Are you
would've
planning
been
to
able
watch any
like,
more of these after
all of
Goblin
these
Gate?"
details That, like,
What's
felt
Goblin
right.
Gate?
And it felt in my gut. Like,
Is this
Wait
Goblin
till we
Gate?
go to orcs.
Creep me out.
Wait till we go to orcs.
Oh
So,
shit.
That's as far as we've gotten.
I'd definitely be down to watch some fairy shit.
As far as we've
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, I actually
I've
study the
often
fair folk.
thought
I could
that
just
it
tell you about a
meant
bunch of shit like
more-
that.
It was more about
I also want to say, I don't know if
the
you heard
town.
it, Pink. I have
and that
like footage about what I
David
think
was
is a
one
UFO.
person who's experiencing it.
Oh, yeah?
And maybe
yeah,
he
yeah.
left,
Yeah. To the
and our chances of getting
be
into
interested in
David's
seeing that.
cave and you know
Yeah,
are
right.
over. But it doesn't matter because we know this
I just
caving
wanna say-
system exists
I'll talk
all
about it
around
after.
that area and all up and down through Kentucky and pretty much halfway across the country. That's one instance
not got long
of
anyway.
potentially
Yeah, it's
I
almost
don't know,
over.
thousands of them. So for me, I've often thought that it was more
like a minute left of this one.
kinda egging us on to like you need to go back. You have to go back and start asking.
We need to go back to the blurry house.
So I mean,
Yeah.
obviously.
Okay,
we
this
have
is
to-
just it's just sequel baiting at this point, so I think we can stop that there. If we want to move on to the next one, we can, or we can just whatever. Ooh, haunted hospitals. Add that to watch later.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Spoopy streams are fun.
Spooky streams
Speaking of haunted hospitals, I've seen I can't remember which one it was, but it was like a haunted Japanese hospital. Where, like, you know, like a news crew go into it, and then the video cuts off when they see like a dead corpse on like a stretcher.
No way.
Oh my gosh.
I'll need to find it for you because it was a really fucked up video that I found when I was younger.
Yeah, definitely send it to me. Put it in the Discord.
If
Yeah,
we're talking about haunted hospitals,
Huh?
I have a story.
That shit fucked
Oh, do tell, do tell, do tell.
Yeah. So my mom and my aunt have worked in like psych hospitals for years. But my aunt said that when she was in residency, she worked in this psych hospital, and all the nurses would say, if you're doing like a night, like a graveyard shift, like always ask if room like 12 or whatever is hungry, like whoever's in there, right? And she's like, oh, is anybody in there? He's like, no, but you have to be nice to him, right?
Bruh.
And so like, yeah, like her first graveyard shift, she just kind of knocks on the door, like, are you hungry? She doesn't hear any response, and so she like looks into like this little window, and she said that she checked to see if anybody was in the room, and there wasn't. But she saw like the figure of someone standing in front of a window in the room. And she just yeah.
Yeah,
Bro,
that shit's
that's so
fucky.
spoopy.
Yeah. Psych hospitals are scary.
Spoopy.
Yeah, man. See when I like I hear shit like that, I don't fuck with that shit at all. Like that.
Oh yeah.
Nah.
Oh my god.
I get an exorcist on that.
Yeah. My college is considered haunted grounds because there was like a Confederate battle here.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay. So it's
I
got some
actually have
historical significance.
yeah. I have a personal story. I was standing in the library, and you know, like the book stoppers for like the wire, like flat metal book stoppers.
Yeah.
I was standing like like it's like 4 bookshelf, whatever. I was standing on like the opposite end, and one of the book stoppers flies out from the middle of the shelf.
Whoa.
Right?
Like
And
just out of nowhere?
Just out of nowhere. Like nobody was there. I was the only one in the book aisle, and everybody like turns around to see what the hell happened. And then the book stop had moved a yard from way, is like 2 yards away from me.
Oh
So
jeez.
it's like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened. And I just grabbed my friends and we left. That was fucking. I hated it. I
Oh,
don't go
that's
back
so
there anymore.
spoopy. And that's freaky.
Yeah.
I think like the creepiest like interaction I've had with like anything supernatural is it was when I like first discovered creepypasta.
Oh no.
So yeah, it was like that shit where you know, like I got into like Slender Man and like the old Marble Hornets videos.
Same, same.
And I used to live in a village where there was like a big wooded area next to it, next to like my old school. And I remember walking past it at night, and I would just look at the trees, and you'd think you saw something moving because you know that was the whole shtick with Slender Man, like he moved among the trees.
Yeah.
Nowadays it's Siren Head I fear for, so
Right.
the internet doesn't help me much.
Right. When I was a kid, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think the worst, like the closest I've had to like experience like that was when my family was renting this one house out in the country somewhere, and we didn't know this before, but this house is famous kind of in the local area as being kind of a haunted house
Oh shit.
because there used to be like used to be a motel, and apparently some fuck shit happened there, like people get raped and stuff.
God.
Oh shit.
Like, just really dark stuff. But I remember like one night I was hearing a noise like right outside my room. My door was open. I could have swore I saw like a figure of somebody just completely black walking by.
Oh damn.
It just seemed really creepy. My sister said she saw like the same thing, but she looked closer to our grandmother. It was super fucking
Oh
creepy.
wow. Maybe it was your grandma. That's spooky.
Speaking
She's
of
like,
that,
"You kids go to bed."
Get off my lawn.
I have had having an interaction with a spectral orb before.
Oh yeah?
Ooh.
Yeah,
Did you put it in
this
your
was
mouth?
actually
Don't you put it
no.
in your mouth.
No, no, I did not. But like, it was stay with my grand's funeral actually,
Oh damn.
and I was just getting myself sorted, and like I just saw like this orb fly past me for a brief second.
Nice.
like the day of the funeral. So I don't know, man.
Wow.
Maybe she'll see me off. Who knows? But
Hell
that's like
yeah.
my only like supernatural like interaction when it comes to that sort of thing.
Right, right.
Yeah, I have a lot of stories because I tend to like chase after that shit because I think it's cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
I have a lot of stories, but the problem is when I was a kid, until I was like 19, 20, I was severely mentally ill and unmedicated and unhelped, so I like would hallucinate all the time, visually and auditorially and even tactily. So I genuinely don't know if I've had any like actual experiences or if it was just my brain.
Oh no.
But now that I'm like medicated and everything, it doesn't do that anymore, so now I can like actually experience that stuff if it happens.
Oh yeah.
But I swear to God,
your friend Jerome just disappeared one day.
Right.
Just like, oh, he's not there anymore.
No, no, I
He
used
just
to
moved
see
away.
like horror characters all the time, like following me.
Oh shit.
Like, you know the girl in the pig face mask from Saw?
Oh yeah.
She used to stalk me everywhere. She would follow me everywhere.
Oh no. Oh,
Yeah, and she would like
no.
stand in doorways, so I couldn't go where I needed to go, and she'd just stand there like menacingly.
That's fucking spooky.
Yeah. It was a lot of stuff like that. But like when I was in middle school and I had just discovered Slender Man and all that, I had a little suit. It was so cute. And so I made myself a little Slender Man mask, and I was gonna bring it to school to show my friends. And I was waiting at the bus stop, and it was like dark because it was early in the morning, you know. And I was like, oh, I'll spook my friends and wait at the bus stop with my little mask on, hee hee hee, you know, just funny. And so I put it on. I could barely see anything, and I'm standing under the one like street light for like the whole street, and it's really really dark, and I feel I could feel eyes on me, which is pretty normal for me at the time because I always feel like somebody's watching me at the time, but it really feels strong, and I get this chill up my spine. I take my mask off and I look behind me, and I swear to God, Slender Man was standing right there.
Oh my fucking
like
God.
right there, and I screamed and just kind of broke down and cried like just on the ground. I was just like sobbing, and it was gone. I'm 99.99999% sure that was a hallucination, but you never know.
I know, that's fucking scary.
It was,
I'm gonna think about that when I go to bed tonight.
Yeah.
Did he sing the Slender Man song to you?
No, but I would, but no, I would like when I was having my like auditory hallucinations. Often it would be like music from scary movies that would play on a loop and slowly distort over time and just freak me out. And sometimes it would be that because I was terrified of Slender Man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah. It was. Anyway. Do we want to watch more Goblins, or do we want to? What do we want to do? What do we want to watch? Something else, or what do we do?
I'm down for more Goblins.
Okay.
How long's the other Goblin one?
The next one is also an hour, but we can skip through some bits of it probably.
I was just going to say because I'm probably going to need to head off stream soon. Might actually have to do it now, but yeah, no, it's been nice being on though. I will say that.
Yeah.
We'll throw you overboard.
Yeah, just throw me over.
I think we're about over Scotland.
Yeah, we're about over there.
Oh, good.
Yeah, there should be a time portal opening up soon. So if you could just like plan the trajectory, just like throw me over. Yeah. I just hope I don't end up in the 26th century where cows rule the world.
The Highland coos.
Oh, not even the Highland cows; it's the Indian ones.
Oh
no. Oh, with the where they're like worshipped and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They're like a god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm walking you over here so I can push you off.
Alright, yeah. Well, I'm going to head off now then, actually.
Okay, bye-bye. Do you have anything to plug before you go?
Chat, I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Mick. I'll be in your dreams. I love you.
Bye.
Did you see it? I threw him off.
Oh, I know I'm watching you do it right now.
I do it on recording.
He's fucking dead.
Oh my gosh, she fucking dead.
Oh my fucking god, he fucking dead.
Miss Keisha. Oh, okay. Flower, what are you interested in? What do you think? Do you want to watch more goblins, or do we want to do something else?
Okay, can we watch that like UFO video? Because I want to get Chat's opinion on that.
Oh yeah, can you send it to me?
Yeah, I put it in cartography room.
Oh my bad.
Yeah, no, we can watch that. I just want to ask, do you guys think goblins are real now? After watching the first episode?
I don't know.
I don't know. Listen,
I mean, David brought up some really good points, and then we just saw the flying dildo.
Oh, this is a...
I mean, I believe that they saw something, you know, but I don't even know.
I have to download. I don't know how to put this up on stream. I can put the video up, but then you guys will be seeing it on the stream instead of on the Discord. Is that okay?
Yeah, and I know there's. Well, I was gonna say, I think at least with me, it seems like there's a bit of a lag.
Yeah,
it'll be. I don't have any audio on.
It'll be a bit of a lag, but it's a very short video, so let me put it up.
I just want to say that like I live in an area where there's like a lot of planes, like low flying personal planes and actual airplanes. So I know I can recognize a plane in the sky. This shit was not a plane.
There's nothing there. It's an open field.
Why is it sideways?
Yeah, this is shit. Oh my god. It's like I think it's going like away from us.
Shaky ass UFO video.
Oh wait, did you do that?
Yeah, I filmed it.
Oh wow. Okay, let me play it again.
There's nothing there. It's an open field.
Oh shit. Oh shit. It does look like a plane, but it also looks like it's too still.
No,
I think it's going like away from us.
It was like hovering over like you saw the fucking gas station.
Yeah.
Like, it was hovering right by a gas station, and this is us going like 65 on a highway.
Right. It kind of looks like it's keeping track with you too, but it's hard to tell.
It was super creepy, and the drones aren't
There's nothing there. It's an open field.
that close or that big without us being able to see that it's a drone.
This is shit.
It almost looks like something like on the window itself. You know what I mean?
It's like I think it's going like away from us.
That's weird. Because it almost like looks like it's following you or keeping pace with you, but at the same time it looks completely stationary.
It was super creepy, and
That
like
is
I looked up
creepy.
local things like tweets and subreddits and shit like that. I couldn't find anything talking about it.
Weird. That is freaky. Holy shit. You want me to grab the next Goblins episode?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Ink and Black, this one is called. Let me put the YouTube capture back up. There we go. Okay, here we go. Is my little capture still streaming on Discord?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And here we go. We'll skip the intro, because no one cares.
The project, I needed some.
Oh god, beard guy's back.
Connor,
that
looks like a hairline.
Hotel, Connor Randall is one of my
That
best
looks like
friends.
like Felix
Really
after
brilliant mind.
depression.
Yeah.
Tons of great research, and basically, like, I wanted to be able to bring him alongside as my
They had to
right-hand
blur the
man
Apple
to be
logo,
able
but we
to
can all fucking
engage
tell
in
it's
this
Apple.
case at the case
That's the weird part. They
and go
didn't blur
along
any
and
other
support the
times.
project
Right.
from that perspective and having that ability that I wasn't necessarily always able to do by directing.
Yeah, we can tell that's the Apple logo.
About the
You
story,
can tell
and
that that's
about the
fucking
investigation.
Cheez-Its. I was gonna say check.
And then I wanted to reach out to Rashad.
Oh no, I want Cheez-Its.
My
I know,
cameraman,
but I'm getting
basically.
fucking
He's worked
hungry.
in the
We don't
film
have those
industry
here.
for, a couple
Oh
of
my God,
years
beyond
now,
that.
and he's always been
I don't think we do.
photography.
I don't think we do. I haven't seen them since I've been here.
Oh, what the
So,
fuck?
Yeah.
It's too hard to blur
that
a
team right there,
non-still
ultimately,
image.
there were 5 of us out there trekking around, and that became a very core team.
Carl is one of my best
Carl!
friends. We worked together for many years on various paranormal cases, most frequently up at the Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado, where we were 2 out of 3 resident paranormal investigators along with Michelle Tate. We know each other very well. We know our different investigative styles very well, and we've spent so many hundreds of hours
inside
in
each
dark
other.
places investigating.
I know.
each other.
Like, I was like, we know each other very well. That
We
means they had a
spent
threesome.
so many hundreds
If we
of
can't
hours
find the goblins,
in each other's
if we can't find the
buttholes.
goblins, we'll make
Oh
the
my
goblins. Get
We'll
over
make
here.
the goblins.
Really
Oh my.
Not only for a good shot or for
This guy has pop
cinematic
figures too.
details,
He has
but
what?
for
Pop figures.
really
It
paying
looks like
close
custom pop.
attention to what's
They
going
look
on.
like custom pop figures of him and his wife.
The custom Sonic 2 pops.
And
Oh my
we
god.
use that to our
Why does he have a
advantage
naked
in
mannequin?
investigations.
It doesn't have a head!
Quieter than I am. He's a
Why?
little bit more introspective, and that's part of the reason why we
That's
work
his second
so
wife.
well as a
Look at
duo
this fucking
together.
keyboard.
Because
I don't even know
I'm
that's
ready
supposed to
just
be.
dive
What a
in and
nerd.
talk
Is
to
that a
everybody and
keyboard?
anybody, and
Yeah, no, it's like a
Carl
keyboard
is the one who
cover.
will sit back, sort of take a step
cringe.
back, and look at the bigger picture. So when Carl called me up, I was ready to go to Kentucky.
We met Carl a couple years back.
I don't
at
care
the
about how
Stanley
you met
Hotel.
Carl. Show me the
We
goblins.
always kinda heard
I'm gonna
about
skip
him,
forward.
and
Oh
we'd
my
seen
God.
a lot of his work, and we really liked some of
You
the
know,
stuff
I just
he was
remembered my
working on.
mom's making me go to
We
this
thought the
UFO
Spirits of
convention
Stanley
in my
were one of the
area.
coolest web
Uh-huh.
series we'd ever seen. It
Oh,
was shot
that's
really
big.
well.
Oh my
they were
God.
doing
You gotta film it for us.
Yeah, 100%.
Oop.
If you see the aliens or goblins, let us know and break them
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
For
yeah.
a good
Yeah,
2
Yeah, invite the
weeks,
goblin
3
on
weeks
stream.
before we got in the car.
bring the goblins on
and
stream.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Basically, since
We'll make
around
the
the
goblin
time
a
that this started to
VTuber.
solidify, that Greg and I got on the phone and
Goblin.
we put some things down.
Oh my
I
God.
wonder if I can find
the
a
synchronicities
goblin
started to show
VTuber
up
model, like a VRM model. Let me look real quick.
no less. And once again, they were all revolving around.
I was gonna say you could probably change your skin texture to
and
green
there
for
was
goblin
the
shit.
foundation.
Oh, I don't know how to use
set during
fucking
that time that we wouldn't even recognize
V-
until later on in the expedition.
V-Roid, I think it is.
It was like
I commissioned this model.
the case woke up again,
Okay.
where it had sit
I was
dormant.
gonna say I know there's
for
a way
about
to switch
year or
models
two
and stuff.
since the
Yeah.
last
Like midstream.
No, I can do
that
that,
they had.
but I don't know
Right.
if I can
It seemed like
actually
as
edit a
soon as
model.
we put it on the
Right.
calendar,
No, I got you.
all these people woke up to the case again. Greg started getting emails from people who are interested in adapting it for TV. He was getting emails from readers of the blog who wanted to know the coordinates to Brown Mountain. I mean, like a week before our expedition was planned, he and Dana were called up super last minute to go speak at CryptidCon, which they were already going to be at, but they were called up last minute to give a second
CryptidCon, I
lecture
want to go.
about the Kentucky
Yeah, I
Goblins
know.
case.
That sounds fucking dope.
So I mean, this is a
Hell
case
yeah.
that just seemed to instantly come back, flooding into their lives again with all these little pieces coming up, and these synchronicities
cars.
really began
Gosh.
to ramp up as we went.
Hey baby, you want to get up in my sugar cube car? We can go
In my
make
sugar
things
cube car.
sweet. Oh my.
God,
Hey,
no,
babe,
I
it's hip to be square.
have a friend who has a
I
square car like that,
honestly
and it
think
does
the thing
not
about
resist
synchronicities
the
for
wind
the
at
most
all.
part is that
Yeah.
to capture your attention for some reason. And I
They
think
just
that we
whoosh,
try to
whoosh
look at
everywhere.
what the
I
synchronicity
know, they
is
like
and
wobble. I fucking
pick
hate
it
it.
apart and
Mhm.
understand what exactly it means, when really for the most part I think it's kind of a surface thing to a certain
Look, kitty
extent.
cat.
I personally find that when I'm experiencing a lot of synchronicities, it's usually during a really important time where either something in my life is changing or something around me
Girl,
is
I don't
changing.
care about the spiritual
I'm,
shit. I want to see the
like,
goblins.
hyper-aware of them,
Let's skip
and I
forward
think
again.
that's what they're there for. I think it's to keep our
We all
brains
want
from
goblin ghosts.
material here.
settling into
Right.
that mundane auto.
On audiobook. To
Maybe
listen
I should
to
like
and drive
go
out.
back and
I
edit
love
these
how
so it's
an
only the
audiobook
parts where they're
is
actually
drivable.
talking about goblins.
And we really
Then the whole
identified
series is like 10 minutes.
how much that was going to come into play
Let's see.
later on.
Oh, here's the intro. 8 minutes in, here's the intro. Wow.
Oh shit.
Okay, here we go. Ink and black. Whoa.
Instead of milk, goblins
One of
and
the most
scream.
bizarre
Yeah.
Oh, that's
in
gross.
this entire Mothman Prophecy
It's like
story
bright green.
was the tale of Woodrow Derenberger,
Ugh.
who was a local sewing machine salesman who was driving home from work one night. This UFO runs him off.
Oh, here we go.
Forces him to pull over, and this entity steps out of the craft.
As soon as
How
I
does a
stopped,
UFO
there was
make
a
you
door
pull
opened
over?
in the side
They
of
turn their
this
wee-woo lights on.
vehicle.
I know.
They use red
Stepped out.
light.
Pull over right next to
Directly
him with a
to me.
Glock.
Pull over, I need
And
to
this
probe
man
you.
stood there, and he first asked me what I was called,
And I knew him at my name, and I told him my name. And he asked me, he said, why are you frightened?
Why?
I said, don't be frightened, we wish you no harm. I told him my name.
Look how the aliens know English.
He said he was called Cold.
Now, this is the first of many encounters.
Yeah, the alien comes out. Why? Are you
Alien comes
worried?
out.
And
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
It's like the please do not
one
be
of those
afraid.
extremely odd
Fear not,
encounters
mortal.
with these ultra-terrestrial figures.
I bring you
where
peace
half of it sounds
and love.
utterly absurd.
It's got
and
love,
ridiculous,
kill it.
but the other half is very grounded in UFO lore.
Yeah.
It was a really odd detail and an extremely odd story.
An episode always scared me as a kid, though.
What?
The Simpsons alien one.
Oh yeah.
So as we're driving down
For
the
me,
hill,
it was
we've got
the
about a
Return
4
the
or 5
Slab
hour
episode
drive.
of Courage the Cowardly
And
Dog.
for me, it's a great opportunity
scared the
to flip
hell
through
out of me.
the hard copy file that Greg has on this entire strange case so far. All the emails, all the correspondences, all the book excerpts.
Clicking on you, please. I'm sorry.
I start flipping through, and one of the documents I start
Return
reading
the
is
slab.
the Terry Wrist.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Secret cipher, the Euphonauts. In it, Terry Wrist starts off talking about the cipher that the book's all about. This cipher is
Can
this
somebody send me that
weird
video? I want
coded
to play that
cipher
on the
from
stream
Aleister
now so people
Crowley,
can
in
get the
fact,
joke.
that some ultra-terrestrial channeled through him.
That should be
in
like
the
your super
1920s
chat
and
thing or something.
in Cairo, Egypt.
It
They
just goes,
didn't
not yet.
crack the cipher for like 60 years.
That'd be pretty
All
funny.
these occultists, it took them that long. So as I'm reading through, these words
Maybe
jump
if I
out.
ever get super chats.
And then suddenly, you can see this
You
little
think
light bulb
you're so
go off
good.
above
There is
Carl's
poop
head,
coming out of you.
and he turns and he goes,
There's ink in black.
he says ink in black?
Yeah, it's in bold right here. 112 equals ink in black.
Greenfield's whole philosophy was that this code is how these ultra-terrestrials
Oh, you already
are
posted it.
communicating
Perfect.
with other people through what we're doing. And then now
I have
we
no
can
idea.
intercept that code. And apparently, one of the hobbies that Terry Wrist had taken up was
I bet they
applying
do hot
this
yoga.
cipher
What a bunch of nerds.
to the Point Pleasant Mothman case. And so when he applies
I
this
hope I
cipher
didn't watch
to
that
the
yet.
cold's
Uh-oh.
name,
Not yet.
he assumes that in the code
Not
is
yet.
a code phrase. He applies the cipher to
We need
it.
to watch PewDiePie explain
he gets
goblins
this
to
coded
us.
information
Yeah.
out of it.
It's
And
like,
what he
it's
interprets
like an evolved
is
version
basically
of PewDiePie.
He looked like if PewDiePie was a pedophile.
I was thinking like a dad.
I feel bad for saying that. This guy gives me a really creepy vibe, though. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Can we all agree he has the haircut of a goblin believer?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. He looks like he does DMT.
Oh yeah. He looks like Joe Rogan, who like, dude, have you ever done MDMA? It'll fucking open your eyes, dude. You really need to do some MDMA.
Joe Rogan after plug surgery.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
directions to Indrid Cold's location presently in
POV, you believe
at that
in
point
goblins.
must have been the mid to late 80s probably. He goes and walks up to this house and meets Indrid Cold.
There's some goblins in this house.
And
There's some
Greenfield
goblins in
commenting
this
on this says,
I got a
Was
goblin
Indrid
in
Cold
my
black?
cupboard.
And Greenfield says, yeah, you know, he's commonly referred to as a blonde alien, but there's no race implications of a blonde
goblin.
alien. That's just a term. So yeah, how'd you guess that he was black? And Greenfield says, well, one of your code words that you distilled from Indrid Cold was ink and black, so I kind of took the next step. And Terry Riss says, very good.
The most unusual point was his
Very
claim that they had
good.
been invited to take refuge on
Very
Earth
nice.
by the Third Order.
My wife.
Humans and posthumans who are
My
advanced enough
wife
to qualify
is a
as
goblin.
Earth's representatives in space-based
Third order.
governments.
Hang on a second. I'm about to
So
run
that's
out
the
of
Third Order.
I'm Goblin Chan Sonichu.
They're humans and
You
Go
like
goblin,
your
choose
goblin
steel
guys?
to the extreme.
human creature types who represent the Earth.
Bob didn't
on,
die,
like,
he just left
the
me with the goblins in the cave.
Space, astral, intergalactic, crazy alien, like real.
Do you think that's why
crazy
Chris
shit.
lives the way he does now?
He misses
He's
the
just trying to
caves.
become more and more goblin.
Yeah, he misses the caves. He needs the
Mythology
clutter
of
in the
these things.
caves.
So Riss
Claustrophobia.
is right. This was a distress beacon disguised as a contact episode. The whole Mothman thing was a distress beacon that failed. Greenfield says, so the
Now
whole
they're bringing the
mystery can be
Mothman
decoded
into
this
it?
way. universe does
Because
probably.
people believe Mothman's an alien.
So now the email
like
says
a
Hellier was
swamp
just a symptom. The ink and the black are isolated still, and Third Order is MIA.
Yeah.
He's saying Injured Cold is still
I thought Mothman was just a
isolated,
big moth.
and that the Third Order still hasn't
he's
reached
got
out to save
dummy
Injured
thick
Cold
ass.
from the evil Greys and shit.
Let me 1 second.
Homeboy peggable.
Yeah, he did.
Femboy Mothman. Woo.
Mothman got them cake. Wedding cakes.
Look at this man. This man. Look
Actually,
at him.
I lied. He's kind of flat.
No. That's
Yeah.
just the angle.
It's just the angle.
Yeah.
No, but
Look at
please,
this man.
Mothman's got cake. That's also a bad angle.
Yeah.
Okay, look at this.
These are all bad angles.
Like that one from Reddit, like right at the first image, I think it's still pretty flat.
Okay, maybe. I might be wrong.
we were all hyping up Mothman ass, and then we all realized he's flat.
What you doing
Never
out here with
mind.
all this ass?
Double cheeked up. Oh, actually no. I think he actually got cheek.
He do.
He do got cheek.
Bruh, white peopling? Can we not? Can we not?
Oh my god.
Okay, that's a Fallout Mothman.
I like the Mothman in Fallout 76. I think that's
Yeah.
my favorite interpretation.
I'm just mad they didn't give him a pee-pee. Look at that. They just blurred it. There's just no pee-pee.
What? How do you know he has PP?
How do you know he
has
doesn't?
cloaca.
Well, he Mothman. Do moth have PP?
Do spider have poos? Mothman ate my entire ass at a Denny's. I need these right now. Okay.
Oh, fun fact about that statue real quick. The lights were supposed to actually light up, but they ran out of money.
Oh no.
No.
You mean like the eyes?
Yeah, the statue's eyes are supposed to light up at night.
That's pretty
Oh,
funny.
that's so cool.
We should somebody should like paint them with glow in the dark paint or something.
Stop paying for schools. Give it to Mothman
Yeah,
statue.
give it to Mothman. I believe in Mothman supremacy.
Like that's what that.
We were boxing
that's
shit.
what that is. Bear in mind. The moment you read through all that, Terry Wrist's second email.
Oh my god.
It makes all the sense in the world.
Are you still listening to this Terry
This
Risk guy?
cryptic, obscure email suddenly is directly related to the Mothman prophecies. Injured Cold.
Bruh, I just want the goblins.
Here.
This is so
We're
much
talking
extra
about
shit.
Woodrow.
I'm here for the goblins.
Right, it's literally like the well 1 + 1 is 2 and 2 + 1 is 3, and you know what 3 is? The devil, and the devil is the and then they're like Obama is a demon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obama is goblin confirmed.
Yeah.
They're gonna tell me that the goblins are like in a parallel universe, and the people in the houses like shifted or whatever the fuck.
I just want to see the goblins, man.
Give me more goblin content.
Let me see.
All this extra shit. I'm watching Hellier for the Hellier goblins, not
Yeah.
for Mothman, who's in a different state.
And they called
You
it the
dumb
Mothman
fuck.
prophecy too. What is the Mothman Jesus?
Oh my god, I'm gonna Google Mothman prophecy.
Put 1, 2, 3 in the chat for Mothman Jesus.
Really windy, and there's a certain
He died
feeling
for our limp.
of isolation. I mean, it's understandable. It's really not
flew into a
going
big
to
bug
anywhere, and not coming from.
First, you have to go in
It's like a
between
thriller
all of
movie,
these
I guess,
giant
that they're treating
highway
as
pillars
Right.
that have just been left
like fact.
unconstructed.
Wait, the
and
Mothman
unfinished.
prophecy is a thriller movie?
You start to
Yeah.
get the
Oh
feeling
my
that
God!
it's really been. I don't want to say forgotten, but
Oh, the real story of Mothman prophecies. What the fuck?
Oh.
Oh.
the highway was literally gonna go
We
right
could
over
watch
the
that
top
movie
of
on
it.
stream sometime too.
So there's
That'd
no
be so
reason
fun.
that anybody would go there.
Hell yeah. Ah yes, parking. Riveting
Yeah, I love this
content.
shot. All this blinker sounds and parking and no fucking goblins.
Where the fuck are
Do you
the
think they found-
goblins?
They probably found the goblin like super fucking early, and they're just using all the Google footage.
Yeah.
Doing all this padding.
Gosh, I should really just go in through these and just edit out all the
my first
bullshit
impressions
and
of
just put
Hellier
the shit with the
first night
goblins
when
in
we
it.
showed up were a lot.
I'll say though, we
our
did
very
get some
first
funny stuff
experience
from
in Hellier.
B-roll.
It was
Oh, yeah.
Picture of everybody holding weapons.
not a
Complaining
pleasant
for
feeling.
goblins.
It's not a
They've been
comfortable
getting mad
place
when
to
there's
be.
content about
So,
goblins. 'cause
for
it's
the most part, my
bullshit.
first response to it was
Right?
again similar to the first
I
time we
love
were
her
there.
chair.
I was uncomfortable. I
I
was
like her
like
cat.
very apprehensive about being there and
Sleepy kitty cat.
hyper aware of myself being in this environment.
I don't care how you
I
felt
think
about
part
being
of
there.
it
I care about the
also
goblins.
that
I
there's just a
know.
weird
Stop
feeling.
Yeah,
being
you know,
It
we were
feels
talking
weird,
about goblins, and I got a little
you drive
spooked.
into it,
Yeah,
you know?
and I'm
it's
gonna say that in 17 different ways
like,
for 10 minutes.
weird
We're gonna put
vibe,
that in the
and
B-roll.
I think that that's part of also what you're feeling when you're there, especially if you haven't.
We're in town.
I thought she was doing tarot cards, like,
There's
or
one.
reading. I was like, I was gonna get mad. I was gonna
There's a
get
couple of
fucking
the
mad.
tracks.
Oh, she does.
You know,
At some
kinda
point in the
give you an idea
series,
how
I think
big it
they
is.
did like psychic
says,
reading about the
this is one of the
goblins or
creatures.
something.
Oh shit.
I don't know. I'm not a real
shot.
outdoorsman or anything, but I,
I'm
I
not
ain't never
outdoorsman
seen
or
nothing.
anything, so
nothing
why
like
are you
this.
here?
Never heard any stories
drinking
about
lighter
weird
fluid?
things in caves and mines.
Yeah,
Not
motor
really.
oil.
Nothing.
It's meth.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know
actually
anybody
meth.
we
He
could
never
ask
left.
about it?
he joined the goblin
I don't
hunt.
think people gets into stuff like that. I'm not knocking any
You
of
think
it.
it's a
I'm just
goblin?
saying I
Probably.
myself.
I fucking don't know.
I'm not saying nothing. I would love to.
He's a goblin
Yeah.
pilot.
I
Like
mean,
a
really.
cyborg.
I mean, I
We all
it would
would.
be.
That's why we're here. Yeah. Got kind
Where
of
was
a
this
little
supposed to
stride.
have been at? Do you know exactly?
This
where
was
they-
supposed to happen
Now we're
here.
talking to the
Hellier.
rednecks about
Well,
the
Hellier
goblins.
down
I'm not
there.
exactly sure.
But we're not gonna tell you
Like,
anything
that's
about
what
the
I'm trying to
goblins.
figure out. See, that's where I live.
I know.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to figure. That's why I was
Now-
trying to look at the location.
Dude was only here for like 7 or 8 months.
7 or 8 months before you said he had to feel. Probably around
No,
here. That'd be a good idea.
This place.
Okay.
Just watch out, man.
Thanks, man.
Watch yourself.
Thank you.
Just watch out, man.
Have a good
Nothing
night.
to say.
Yep.
Just watch yourself.
Death and
Don't get
sea.
taken by those motherfucking goblins. homie.
Watch out for those goblins.
What does that mean?
What does any of this mean?
What he means is that he's just saying he don't know what the fuck you're talking about. He thinks y'all are dumb as shit and gonna die in the
Probably.
woods.
He's like, dude, you need to go get a psychic out or some shit.
Yeah, fucking watch out. Fucking
Yeah.
dumbass. He's like, what are you at me?
Wow, now we get to see this wannabe twink play on his phone. Wow.
Where are all the goblins?
Fantastic.
Show me the
We,
goblins.
I came and I
beautiful
brought
goblin.
some friends to town. And we were...
Wait, where the fuck are the goblins?
I've only seen one goblin so far.
Yeah, and it's a shitty picture.
Sorry about that, Tina.
I thought he was back.
Yeah, we'll be around for the next like 4 days.
They're just recording his entire phone call.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, now.
The goblins.
Burn up.
Okay, how you know the moon ain't too cold?
What the fuck?
The
We
moon?
don't know that.
The moon is cold.
Yeah.
How do you know the moon isn't too cold?
I just
We don't
some
know
some
that.
stuff I can believe.
The goblins took me up there last night.
So you
No, I
You
just
took me
don't
up there
think
last
God
night.
can for nobody land on the moon.
Oh, this guy's denying the moon landing now.
The other planet's
Oh
closer
my
than the
god.
moon.
We put the other planets closer
Yeah.
than
Well, how
the
come we
what?
went to them?
Huh?
But now for a doctor, I don't know.
What the fuck?
I don't know no doctors around here.
Nobody who ever like
Yeah, no, I
7 or
can
8
tell.
months.
Yeah.
From the sounds of it.
No, not from here.
Yeah.
Anybody here ever just kind of get up and leave, and all their stuff's left there, and they just left and never come back?
I don't know nobody who's done that. Who
Yeah.
you say it was?
David M. Christie, Dr. David M. Christie, supposedly.
I never heard of it.
Yeah.
From here.
No, nobody heard of him last time I was here.
No,
I think somebody was using a fake name.
I'd say you're probably right by.
I mean, we know that there's been UFO sightings a few years ago. Last time we were here, people were talking about Bigfoot and little
Well-
creatures and ghosts and stuff like that.
Well, you know, I'm not saying that you probably would find stuff that you don't know what it is in the hills around here. You know what I'm saying?
Hills have eyes.
This is what he says.
you
A
know
picture
what
of one
I'm
of the
saying?
creatures. We kind of figure
You don't know my
looks a little like that.
Alright?
That's my purse!
That's my purse.
Ah, yes.
Did you all travel everywhere?
The engine
everywhere
sounds.
looking for stuff like this. But
Where's
So
the
we kind of
goblin?
Scary road.
I felt a little defeated.
I like
sort
that
of,
creepy
we
old
were-
man denying the moon
As if it
landing.
chased us
That
out a
was
little
fun.
bit. You know what I mean? Like I felt like it didn't. At that time, want us to be there because everything was against
Oh yeah,
us.
yeah,
Sun was
look.
going down.
Here she's gonna do
About
the
the
tarot
situation
about the
here.
goblins.
Hell yeah.
She doesn't even know how to shuffle!
That was pretty
You got the goblin card.
obvious.
It's obvious. What the
There's
fuck
also a
is cool?
fun saying in tarot, which is why when
He's
something
doing it.
pops out, you're supposed to use it. What falls to the floor
Wait, there's ninjas doing
comes to
tarot.
your door.
And that goes on for
There you
another.
go.
Oh my god,
There's the
was there
Fortnite
like
edition.
5 cups? Okay, that was 5 cups. That's scary.
And the
Let's do
tarot
one
reading
more.
goes on
These
for
cards are
another
just, again,
5-6
mirroring a lot of
minutes.
what we were already talking about.
Do we want to watch some the cards?
No.
I feel like this one just
I'm trying to
jolts
find the goblins, but there's nothing.
There's so much cutting back to that one bitch talking about spirit science and shit.
Right, I don't care.
We could watch Spirit Science.
Oh god.
God, yeah, this would be, you know. How would you ever know what the hell's
That is a
happening
nice
out
ass
here?
car in a fucked up town.
I personally wouldn't mind living in a town like that. It seems very
that?
peaceful.
Like that, Walder?
I've
sure?
lived in a town like that. It's not pleasant. Everybody knows everybody, and everybody's all up in your business. And there's lots of drama.
Not good for that shit.
What's up?
That was Hellier.
Yeah.
There's a fork that we passed. There's a couple
We just hit a
places there
goblin.
that I'm trying to remember exactly which one it was that we went up to and saw.
I don't
the
know if we can
house.
show that on TV though.
But there's a fork back
Oh, like
there.
this would ever get on
Dana
TV.
thinks
Yes.
It might be it.
I feel like it is. I could be wrong, but it looked like there were a bunch of houses up that road.
Listen, man, there's this guy with the camera on the back of my car.
I could be wrong, but it looked like there was a bunch of goblins up the road.
He was like,
It was
Yeah,
near
we're just
Children's
gonna
Hospital,
driving.
but it's just a mess.
So
Looking
much
for
driving
Dane's
in
house
the
is there were
woods.
a ton of houses that could have fit.
How about you
They're
dressed them
still
goblins?
A lot of
focused
them
on the
were currently lived in,
directions.
but nearly everybody
I'd
had
either
a
live
shed
in like a
in the
big
back of the
mountainy
house.
wood area like
Some
that,
of the houses
or
that
just in the
looked
middle
lived
of
in looked
bumfuck nowhere
abandoned.
desert.
Oh,
Go
God,
down
he's
through
the
here.
same.
You get down here, that
Blah,
big
blah,
long
blah.
straight piece down there.
Yeah.
Where it's got that. Well, it's got that little switchback like that.
You gonna get up and down there here?
I'm like, I'm like deep
Are we really
south,
watching this?
You could hear of an
so I
island
don't need the
little
captions.
cave or something where you always hear like a baby crying or something over
Really?
there. Yeah.
Coming from a cave?
Coming from, yeah.
Sometimes I wish goblins were real so I can kick one in the face and get away with it.
Wow, that's cool.
It was
And there are
wild.
noises that come out
It's
of it.
been there for years. I mean, yeah, when I was a
Oh.
kid, yeah, I mean,
Oh,
that's,
shit.
Oh, a
that's the whole
cave
thing.
has been there for years?
But, I mean, that's-
No
Oh,
shit.
Frank has been there for years.
He would have had lived down there around
You know, it's not like one of those fancy new caves that just opened up last year.
Oh no,
Oh,
look, they
that's
got
the
the
better
tattered
flag.
rebel
Oh my God.
flag and everything. God damn it.
It's all faded out.
The two gentlemen we were talking to were extremely helpful. It was a common theme. These guys, you know, you come at these guys with a strange story, and they kind of look at the stuff and go, "Wow, that's weird. Well, how can we help?" The one piece of information they gave us, which ended up being something that hinged a lot on whether we believe that this case had any truth to it at all, was the fact that the footprints looked like they were made in slurry. That's a really interesting detail because slurry only comes out of abandoned mines that have blown out. So these guys were old coal miners. They knew what this stuff looked like. They worked around this stuff. They had this stuff on their properties. And they said the way that slurry happens is when an old mine that has been blocked off and boarded up is flooded. That's how they keep people from going out of it, how they keep all the crap from flowing out. But eventually, after years and years and years, this stuff, the water actually pushes so hard on that blockage that one day it's going to blow out and all of the old coal is going to mix with the mud and it's going to wash out and almost kind of look like a muddy black beach. These guys said this looks like coal slurry, so it's probably from somewhere around here. You just have to find a bed that's about as wide as this.
What the fuck?
Why was there only one footprint too? Like, what, did they
Oh,
jump
there's a
through it?
few. There's a few. I think they just like they got big ass legs.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
They skip.
I don't know. If I saw a long-legged goblin running towards me, I'd freak out.
Right, some gangly fucking. Wendigo looking ass.
Honestly, if I saw that thing in my living room, I would stomp on it until it was a small brown stain.
You know, the other thing that I was thinking about listening.
Is that a reference to something? That sounds familiar.
I think that's an Oni place.
Oh.
Oh.
It's like chills when it was an Oni Plays reference.
Oh, yeah.
Like nature spirits is that there's kind of a level of like.
Now, some people say goblins aren't real, but I don't know. What do you think?
Burger King foot goblin.
The last thing you'd expect in your slurry is a goblin, but as it turns out, that might be what you get.
You want to go? Yeah, you can check it out. There's a lot of threads to follow from that guy.
Scary. Oh, I love all these pretty hipster shots.
Oh yeah. Still waiting for the goblins.
Okay, we got
getting
18
super close to
miles from
goblins.
Hellier. Man, show me the fucking goblins.
He's like George R. R. Martin's. The dragons are coming, okay? They're coming. The dragons are coming.
Pumpkins.
Is there paint on the? Do they have hippie paint on that car?
Probably.
We decided to stay in a town nearby called.
Kind of looks like one of those like
It
really
was
old
about
cups.
20, 30
You know, you see in
minutes away from
hospitals.
Hellier.
Yeah.
And it was a cabin. It was a cabin where we could all stay. We had a crew of 5 people. So it was a place where everyone could stay comfortably, and it had a nice living room where we could kind of sit down and at the end of the night reconvene and go over the stuff that we had learned. So we stayed at this cabin, really cool place, nice and secluded. No cell phone signal up there for most of us, no internet, but it was a good place to have a little peace and quiet and kind of refuge from some of the craziness
find
that we were
goblins.
investigating.
I know. No internet. Damn. So why are you up there? Don't you need that shit?
Yeah.
First night we were there, we figured, well, we know that there's caves and mines all over the mountain that we're staying on. People have a million stories about this stuff, and we're in the same area. We're staying in a lot of the same mountains. This is a phenomena that appeared at the time to be spread out around the place. People we would talk to outside of town had a ton of crazy stories.
If these goblins that we're looking for or other beings are here in this community, you would expect that they would know that we're here. And so why not go out and investigate them right at the place we were staying at?
Yes,
We're in
go
town, we're in
investigate.
the area.
Please do. We're waiting.
And the woods are right there. So
Perhaps.
Go walk. Go take a walk. Go look for them goblins.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Finally, at 40 minutes in, 54 minutes in.
Oh my god.
You better find a goblin in the next 3 minutes or something.
Yeah, with 3 minutes left.
I'm gonna be the goblin they find. I wanna fucking kill him.
With near certainty tonight listening. And we're at the place that called out to you. Those emails went to you for a reason. Maybe that's this trip. And maybe that's to find out what's going on in this place. Because there's something.
Maybe it's more than goblins.
Ooh.
Maybe it's 2 goblins.
It's just weird enough to get you here.
Yeah.
How many ghost stories do you hear?
Oh, tons. Exactly.
And
That's
maybe-
exactly it.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys know what that's like. You hear them all the time. So maybe that's the idea.
Imagine if like 2
Maybe
small
there's
goblin
something
hands just reach out the dark and pull that lady
stranger
back.
than goblins here.
Oh my god.
Or more important than goblins here.
Something more important than goblins? What could be more important than goblins, apparently?
The friends we made
Four of
along
us
the
that are
way.
there, and we're extremely focused on getting some contact with whatever was there. And I expected it to get pretty weird, but not quite as weird as it was.
Ooh.
The goblins can play banjo.
The goblins have a band.
I still don't know anything about goblins.
I don't know. I haven't heard.
I know they live in mountains. That's
Maybe in mines? I don't know. Like, ah!
Somebody said goblin kick in chat. I'm like goblin kick him.
Get him. Make him into
This
paste.
feels more like Big Brother the Goblin. What?
True. You can make some goblin guacamole if you stomp on him hard enough.
Goblin-mole.
Goblin-mole!
Okay, you like that.
If you could see a goblin and shake your fist at it, what would you say?
Huh?
I would say, get back to the sky.
What?
If you saw a
Well-
goblin and you had a chance to shake your fist at it, what would you say?
A slur, probably.
A slur. Is
Is there a
you
goblin
dang
slur?
greenbow!
Greenbow. You fucking
Get out of
greenbow.
here!
Oh my gosh. Okay. I could have swore I remember this series being a lot more spoopy, but maybe I was just a little baby bitch. I don't know.
I think the spookiest thing was that Confederate flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was scary. So the guy who said that other planets were closer to us than the moon. That one scared
Yeah, and
me
he
the
didn't
most.
believe in the moon landing and shit. Oh,
I mean, Earth is closest to us.
Yeah, I don't know why we haven't
Yeah,
been to
you
Earth
think?
first. The best goblins are from D&D 5th edition. Shut up, spooky nerd skeleton.
My God.
I'm kidding. I like D&D.
I do too. I'll show this fucking meme while we're at it, while we have the moment. So you guys know more about it than I do. Do you want to give it a little intro?
So this guy, he's like this kid, probably has mental problems just by the sound of his voice, but
Yeah,
he's
he's autistic.
does Let's Plays, like live
He
Let's
was-
Plays, and apparently his mom is upset at him because he supposedly shit his pants. That's
What was
really
in the
all I
process
really
of
Yeah,
it?
that's all the context there is.
Oh, really? That's it?
Yeah,
That's all there is?
he's some like autistic guy who doesn't want to get up to use the bathroom. because
And
he's
apparently
screaming.
it's real too, because in later streams he always talks about, guys, can we just let it go? It was like a year ago. I
Okay.
don't do that anymore.
Well, since we
I won't
reference
do it
this so
anymore.
much, we gotta show it on stream at least once.
Not yet.
Demetrius, get off the game, go to the bathroom, and take a shit. Now.
Hey.
Bathroom and shit now. Go to the bathroom and take a shit. I can smell you.
You can hear it?
Hey,
Go to the bathroom.
you know.
Go to the bathroom. I can smell you shitting yourself. Get up and go to the bathroom. Now.
No.
Get
No.
up and go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet.
Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet. No.
Not yet.
Take everything apart. I swear to God. Go to the bathroom.
Not yet.
You're shitting yourself.
Not yet.
You're shitting yourself. Poop is coming out of your
Hey.
fucking asshole. Go to the bathroom.
Not yet.
Go.
Not yet. No.
No. Oh my god. No yet. No yet. Oh my gosh. While we're at it, do you guys want to just like end the stream on stupid memes and then and then we can knock off?
Yeah.
Okay, just
yeah.
send me shit and I'll show like 5 or 6 things and then we'll hop off.
Trying to think. Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Probably should have had you guys send me those things before the stream, but you know, you live, you
Yeah.
learn. It's the first episode of this series, so that's okay. That's okay. We'll be okay. Yeah.
Yahoo!
They literally follow magic dreams that establish a stratified society. I think I know what this person's talking about, and yes.
I see. I'm trying to think of something that'll be funny.
I know, me too. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I think somebody made an
We're horrible
animation
kids.
of it. Let's see. You
Oh,
guys
yeah,
want to see this?
The animation's pretty good.
Let's see.
Demetrius, get off the game, go to the bathroom, and take a shit. Now.
Hey.
Bathroom and shit now. Go to the bathroom and take a shit. I can smell you. Go.
Hey,
Go to the bathroom.
you know.
Go to the bathroom. I can smell smell you shitting yourself. Get up and go to the bathroom. Now.
No.
Get up and go to the bathroom.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet.
I will rip everything apart. I swear to God. Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet.
You're shitting yourself. Poop is coming out of your fucking asshole. Go to the bathroom.
Not yet.
Go.
That's pretty good. Oh, furry. What the hell? Okay.
Yeah, ruined video immediately ruined.
No. Oh shit. Have you guys seen the get out of my car now?
Yeah, I see the Psychic Bibles animated.
Yeah, I love it so much. Let's see. Have you guys ever seen Drinking Out of Cups?
Oh no.
I don't think so. No.
Okay, so I don't know if this is true, so don't quote me on it. But what I was told is that this guy gave his cousin 6 tabs of acid and locked him in the closet, and this is the audio that came out of it. I'm not sure if that's true at all, but that's what I was told. Here we go.
Kid in the background going crazy.
Yeah. Are you gonna load? Hello?
Please show us drinking out of cups. Miss Susan Wiki.
Okay.
I don't know how to say her name.
Me pretenders?
Pretenders?
That's crazy.
What does this guy think he's an Indian? What is he, a goddamn asshole? What the fuck is he doing? Not ever. No way. Now he's Johnny Hammersticks. Hammering away like he's friggin' Tommy Noble. The hell's he doing?
What was he doing?
Thinks she's got it going bossing over. No way. No way. What is this garbage? What is this? Oh, I'm king of the trees. I'm the tree meister. I count on them. When sometimes I pride, I like to stealist. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. This guy's a faggot. Guy's some sort of faggot Indian in the teepee. Oh, this guy thinks he's Captain Knots. Thinks he's Captain Tying Knots. When everyone needs some knots tied, they go to him. Bullshit. Bullshit. This woman's such a bitch. Thinks she's Miss Sand. Drinking out of cups. Being a bitch. I bet her fist. I bet her fiddlisk. Barned. Patterscum patted a little kid in the background fucking going crazy. Who's this guy? Mr. Balloons. Mr. Balloon Hands. No way. No way. Get real. Like those things. Mr. Walkway. Mr. Walk Down Me, I'm the walkway. Lead me to the building. Fuck you.
Oh my god.
5, 6, 4, 3. Yeah, right. You're some stupid bitch. Who paid for that floor? Not me. No way. Never paid for no floor ever again. Not once, not never.
Never.
Nope. Whose chair's that? Who bought that goddamn chair? That's not my chair. Not my chair, not my problem. That's what I say.
This guy's
No
amazing.
way.
I know,
Stupid
right?
dresses. Stupid flowers.
Stupid flowers. Oh, no.
Lighthouses rule. You don't like the lighthouse? You suck.
Yeah, exactly.
What is this, Seahorse Captain? What, Seahorse Seashell Party? Who didn't invite me? Why didn't I get invited, Seahorse Seahell? What is this? Get real. I'm in love with seahorses. I'm in love with them. They're so beautiful and cute. I'm in love with the seahorses. They're fucking unreal. I love them. They're like all the clocks. I love them. I love seahorses, and I love looking at them, and I love seashells. I love seashell things. I love things with seashells and seahorses on them, like blankets and towels and little bags. I love them. Seahorses forever.
Fuck yeah, King.
Forever.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's drinking out of the cups.
What's seahorse cups?
I just
Forever.
posted in the cartography room the Fat Albert versus racist punk clip.
Oh no, we can't show that.
He doesn't say any, like the racist punk doesn't even say anything awful. I think.
Oh no.
Being reacted up till 89 if you haven't seen it before.
Huh?
Yeah, the top 10 hottest female Sonic characters.
Oh no. Okay. Oh no, this is gonna be really bad, isn't it?
It's not bad, but it's not good.
Or is it at a certain point?
I don't.
You sent me this at 7:24.
At 7:20. What?
Yeah, it starts at 7:24.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't
watch.
No. I don't know why I started 7:20.
See you later. Here we go.
Okay. What the fuck?
I watch it when I'm sad. It makes
This
me
is what
feel
you watch
better.
when you're sad?
Sonic the Hedgehog. One of
Okay.
the greatest and most attractive characters ever thought up.
What?
He can run at sound speed, take out enemies in a flash, and best of all, he's blue-colored and knows how to handle the females. Speaking of females, the Sonic universe might also be classified as hot chick heaven because there's such a mess of very beautiful and tough women that it'll make you love the franchise even more. And since Valentine's Day is around the corner, I've been inspired to make a top 10 list of the most beautiful female Sonic characters. Grab yourself a snack and a glass of orange juice and try not to reach through the
Why is
screen
it so
because
specific?
here we go! Number 10. Try this question on for size. Who chases and hugs Sonic all the time and wields a powerful hammer? Why, it's Amy Rose, of course.
It's
Though
Amy Rose, of
Sonic
course.
and a hottie, you can't deny the fact that she's still attractive. Two things
Isn't she
that
like
make her
14?
attractive are the fact that
Isn't she
wears
like
a
an
dress,
animal?
and when have you ever seen 3 big, very smooth arcs of hair sticking out of a person's forehead?
Those 3 beautiful
I
spikes.
have.
Cartoon character
So,
king.
once again, Amy Rose is lovely. That is until she goes berserk and
What'd you
starts
do
hitting
if you
stuff
saw a
with her
girl with
hammer.
3 beautiful spikes on her forehead?
Who's at number 9?
I don't
fall in
It's
love
this
instantly.
alien plant girl from a distant planet, Cosmo from Sonic X. She arrived on the character's
Looks
planet
like a
to deliver a
knockoff
message saying that the
Gardevoir.
galaxy was under attack
Yeah.
by a force
They
called
all
the
fucked up
Metarex.
Gardevoir.
Yeah.
She doesn't do much except
Inbred
tell people
Gardevoir.
to stop fighting and focus on the real matter at hand. The real reason she lands at the number 9 spot is that she becomes Miles Tails Prower's sweetheart. Something Tails needed for a long while.
This boyfriend free
Numero
girl.
ocho. Cream the Rabbit's mother,
Numero-
Vanilla. She's
Kind of a
attractive
middle.
and is the size of an average human mother. What really
What?
surprises me about her
Huh?
is that the leader of Team Chaotix, Vector the Crocodile,
Why are
falls
her
in love
ears
with her.
coming out of her
Kinda
forehead?
silly, don't you think? She's another character that doesn't do much, but
Oh,
in a
fuck
season
yeah, they
3
are.
episode of Sonic X, she helps Chris Thorndike get into space to fight the Metarex
Chris
along
what?
with Sonic and friends.
Thorndike.
What number's next? 7, of course. Wave the Swallow from Sonic Riders.
The what?
People always root for the
The
good
swallow
guys,
is a
but
bird.
sometimes
I
the
know, I'm
bad
just being
guys steal
funny.
the show. Her
Biology.
mechanical IQ is equal
You're
to
up here-
Tails.
you're up in the ship
She
all the
also
time, you
happens
little
to be the
bird.
smartest member of the Babylon
Yeah,
Rose.
yeah.
I wonder why she isn't the leader.
What do you think all those
Like
bloodstains
Jet
on the
the
front of the
Hawk
ship
and
are
Storm
from?
the Albatross. Her specialty is riding the surfboards called Extreme Gear. With
Open
2
wave.
very long and smooth feathers extending from her head to her calves and droopy eyes, Wave will rock
Droopy
your
eyes?
souls. If only we could see her take wing. Numero 6. Tikal the Echidna from Sonic Adventure
If
1.
only we could see
Named
her
after an
take
ancient Mayan city of the
wing.
same name, Tikal is the daughter of Chief Pakakamak. She's yet another character that hardly does a thing, except beg her father to stop being so greedy. She also traps herself inside the Master Emerald so that the water god Chaos doesn't rain terror upon the land. When you're the daughter of a person in the highest power, you need to look your best, and Tikal delivers perfectly. That's why she's number 6.
Okay.
Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5!
Okay, this is a lot spookier than
The
the comic.
Bonus from the Sonic Archie comics.
Ew.
How could you go wrong
We
with a
have
girl who
the
looks
same
like this?
probability
She
of
could run
seeing a
nearly as
goblin
fast
in
as
this
Sonic,
video
and she
as
went
that
from being a
documentary.
football fighter to being a pop star singer. Next
Probably
to
better
Princess
chance,
Sally,
honestly.
she looks more
Yeah.
humanoid than the other characters. Who could top someone who has
Oh,
long
no.
mauve hair?
Oh, woo.
This female
Mauve
standing
hair.
at number 4, Blaze
This
the cat.
female.
One word,
Blaze.
pyrokinesis. How would you
Oh.
like to have that superpower? I mean, Blaze could play around in the Himalayas for hours and she would be perfectly fine.
Is that an
Also,
appeal
her
point?
45-degree
What is it- yeah,
ponytail
what does it have
makes
to
her
do
look
with
like a
being
Native
attractive?
American. I
Oh my
really love
God.
the fact that her love
I have
interest is the
no idea.
telekinetic hedgehog Silver. The combination of mind-moving and fire superpowers make these two a reliable couple. But what really lands Blaze in the number 4 spot is that her attitude is apparently more different from the other females.
More different.
Next up
Different
is
how?
number 3. What's better than having a female with cascading quills? How about a female with
Number
cascading
3,
quills
it's
and
the
hair?
same one
Julie
again.
Sue, the Echidna, another Archie comic exclusive, has that feature. She's smart, knows exactly what to do as a freedom fighter, and even trained Amy once. She's also the girl of Knuckles' dreams. Lucky him.
What?
Her older self in
Lucky
the
him, he
series
gets to
Mobius
fuck this
X years later is
rodent
just downright
thing.
hot. Just look at that long ponytail. Now
Starts
we're
here
talking.
and here.
Number 1, 2, button my shoe.
Ooh,
Princess Sally Acorn.
He's getting really
There's
worked
a lot
up.
to say about this character.
Yeah,
She's
I'm
the heir to
scared.
the
Button my
throne, Sonic's
shoe.
first official
If
romance,
somebody said
the
that
only
to
character
me
that
and,
used
like,
to not
kinda
wear
tried to woo
clothes,
me,
brave and
I'd
athletic,
run
the
away.
most humanoid character, and is like a mother to Tails. In the TV show Sonic Sat AM, one freedom fighter, the cowardly
Sat AM.
Antoine, constantly tries to woo Sally but doesn't succeed because he's a coward. The princess is also a semi-perfect example of an excellent love interest, although there were a couple
why
of
is
times when
Sonic
she
so
really
fat?
snapped and acted like a lunatic. In the comics, that is. But overall, Sally Acorn really stands out amongst the slew of females, not just because
Also,
she's
why
Sonic's
does she
first
have
official love
titties?
interest, or because
no
she's the
pants.
only one who
Yeah.
didn't wear clothes, but because in the comics, she grew very long hair and married
Oh.
Sonic in the future, becoming the Queen.
Damn, why is she slim thick for?
So,
I know, I
you've
don't
seen a
get it.
pyrokinetic cat, a swallow, 2 gorgeous echidnas, and even a
Like,
princess.
Sonic is literally just
Who
a
could possibly
circle with
top
arms and
those kinds
legs,
of
but she's gonna
females?
be
I know,
fucking
Well,
and
get
hourglass
ready, folks.
figure.
This is the number 1 hottest Sonic
Oh,
the
no.
Hedgehog
I'm
female
scared.
character.
Oh, not the bat!
Oh
No!
That's how you know this man has taste, though.
He has class.
Rouge
Oh
the Bat.
my god.
If anybody denies
That-
it, how dare
Rouge a
you?
baddie?
This woman can fly,
She do be a
she's as
baddie,
strong
though.
as Knuckles, and is a
Bad
femme
bitch.
fatale, seducing
Fun
other
as
characters
hell.
into getting what she wants. Instead of having one love interest,
God
she
damn
has
it.
2,
Oh!
Knuckles
Bad
and
bitch.
Shadow the Hedgehog. Being a treasure thief,
Damn,
she's
Jock
only
and
interested in
Emo.
one object set, jewels, especially the Chaos Emeralds. There actually have been
She's a bad
situations
bitch
where
who knows what
Rouge's
she
cleavage
wants.
has been exposed,
know,
but it
get that
eventually
bag.
got censored. What a
What the
price
fuck?
to
She's
pay.
got a uniboob!
I think the best part about this
One
beauty is
big
that
boob.
she wears 3 different outfits unlike the other female characters.
I know,
And who
pussy
wouldn't want to fly
stunting.
across the landscape, be as strong as Sean Johnson, and flirt with any
What the
male
fuck?
anytime, anywhere?
Bro,
These
why
3
is her
traits
tail
make
coming
Rouge the
straight
Bat
out of her
triumph
ass?
over all the Sonic the Hedgehog females.
Strength
My
of a
hat goes off
gymnast.
to you, Sonic Team
Oh
USA.
my god, so
You ought
this
to be
man
proud.
likes moms,
Mm-hmm.
3
There
arts
you
of
have
hair,
it, folks.
flight,
Sounds like the
what
perfect
else?
woman.
I know.
I'm
Oh, we should watch
you-
Minecraft cringe.
Minecraft. Oh no.
Or
Oh
Minecon cringe, at least. That's a Minecon cringe from
no,
2013.
you can see my likes on my channel. Just stupid shit. Fuck. That was horrifying.
Yeah. Guptail's amazing.
Oh shit.
And firstly, who is the hottest Sonic female character?
Rogue. Rogue. 'Cause he's right.
Yeah.
I bet Rouge.
Thanks
I'm
for
a fucking
sexualizing
high.
me,
I'm
brothers.
So,
Nudged appreciation.
Oh no!
I'm so high. I'm sorry. I meant Rouge. Fuck.
Oh shit.
Well, I think it's Big the Cat.
No, that's yeah.
You like the cat one?
He's thick as fuck. He goes
Big the
Froggy.
cat.
Froggy.
He
Wait,
loves
there's
Froggy in his big ass cheeks.
a boy cat in I never watched Sonic.
Yeah, Big the cat. He's like just a
he
big
was in the-
purple cat guy.
He was in the first Sonic Adventure game.
Oh, I didn't play that.
You just go fishing with him.
Oh, cute. Okay, we've got time for, let's say, one more. What do we want?
Minecon cringe.
Oh my god! I googled Big the cat, and like on the search result page, there's foot porn.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh no.
I clicked what you wanted, Walder.
Oh, I'm like, oh, why is there so much?
Minecraft server, Forgecraft. I've got business cards here.
I got business cards.
Join his Minecraft what?
Minecraft, mineforgecraft.com.
Oh, Mineforgecraft.
He's had it up for
I kind of feel bad for her 'cause she seems like she may be a bit disabled.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time hearing what to say, but if it's a clan, I'd love to be invited.
Dedicated wham.
Dedicated wham.
To these people, and it's been good. I enjoy it.
I fucking love Minecon.
Next question on this left side.
They all look like they
I
work on
was
Minecraft.
wondering,
I love the
what's
fucking little
the recommended
head
amount of
tag.
dedicated
I know, it's so
wham I should
cute.
have
Yeah.
to a server?
You look so sad.
I'm sorry, could you please repeat your question?
Dedicated wham to a server.
Dedicated wham.
RAM.
If you're
how
wanting to
much
offer
RAM?
per se.
Oh, okay.
It's dependent on plugins and players.
Yeah, so what it's really depend. This is a technical question you're asking. How much RAM?
So I'm not gonna answer it. Okay, last one. Last one. This is 8 minutes. Oh god.
How much money do you have?
How much money do you have? A lot. He's asking the real questions.
I would say I'm being humble, but I actually don't know.
I would just like to ask, how many of you have autism, and if so, has it helped you in your modding career?
Oh my god.
That's for the Discord. That's for all the Discord mods out there.
Yeah.
That's a
Now,
fairly personal thing to ask them.
Yeah, that is a. Fuck. Oh my god, this is so
We're going to
weird.
refuse that
Oh my
question, I think.
That poor kid.
Yeah, I'm afraid we're going to have to pass on that one. Sorry.
Next question on this left side.
I was wondering,
Dedicated wham.
the recommended amount
for
of
cleansing my palate,
dedicated
you small
wham I
kid.
should have to a server.
He looks so sad.
I'm sorry, could you please repeat your question?
Dedicated wham to a server.
RAM.
If
Oh,
you're
how
wanting to
much
offer
RAM?
per se.
Oh, okay.
Like his mom comes in.
Yeah, she's got one of the little hand signs
What
too.
it's really depend. This is a technical question you're asking. How much RAM?
Sky, did your friends really hold you hostage in room 208 yesterday?
What?
Is there
Oh, no,
any
Sky doesn't like that
chance of
bullshit.
a collaboration mod pack between Technic and FTB, and how would you feel about that?
What?
Look at the kid behind him. He's so excited.
He's fucking group. All the little kids in the
Would
fucking
you
creeper.
like to join my dad's Minecraft
Oh, it's her
server
dad's
Minecraft?
Minecraft server.
Minecraft server.
That also makes me feel bad.
Join his
He's
Minecraft.
trying so hard.
Hustling for her pops.
Oh.
Oh, my Forge class.
She got her Minecraft sword signed too.
She did.
Years, I think now, and he's got really good staff.
So sorry if you can hear my family's playing with my dog.
It's all good.
I'm having a hard time hearing what to say, but if it's a clan, I'd love to be invited.
The Minecraft server, my dad does Minecraft server.
Maybe we
Such a
can
hard time.
take the card and check
Oh my
it out
god.
later.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
can take the card and look at it.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cute.
Thank you.
Can you hear them?
Did you talk about what's your favorite mod?
Yeah, a
I
little.
hear the dog.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's all good.
How about
You want me to come back to you?
one?
Not yet.
That's fine.
How about why can't you play like for example like a 1.2 point mod for the latest version?
Oh.
I'll defer to a developer on that one. I don't think I get that one.
He tried so hard.
Could you clarify?
Why do you do what you do? Like, why do you
Why are you gay?
do these mod packs for thousands of people to watch? Like,
Look at that grown
what's
ass
your
man
purpose
waiting.
in doing that?
He's.
I can tell you initially for me,
vulture necking.
Big time.
And that's mainly directed to
I got
Tyler
very
20.
lucky in.
What do you say?
You going with Daya? Okay. Okay.
So I've downloaded many mods on on a website that ended up connecting with Forge, but eventually what happened, I downloaded so many mods that Forge is no longer working with my Minecraft. Is there any way to fix that?
Uninstall your mods.
Yes.
King.
This question is mostly aimed towards Jordan, but the rest of you can answer. It's based off one of the videos he posted. Are you a brony?
Oh my god.
Oh god.
I've never actually watched an episode of My Little Pony.
What is
That's a
the
decent question.
weirdest / funniest mod you have ever seen?
What do you have to like further improve the mobs?
I'm sorry?
Like what are you doing to further improve the mobs?
How we program them.
Like what new movements or anything are being added into the game?
I mean, he's asking a good question.
Sorry.
Yeah, they just weren't prepared.
Yeah, I don't think the speaker setup
They don't know
is
what the
good
fuck
here.
he says.
Yeah.
We're just saying we don't have any mob updates planned.
Yeah, we're not doing anything.
Hi, my name is Eddie. First of
Why
all,
do they have Furbies?
I love you
Oh my
guys
god, I
because
know
you guys
those
have been
idiots.
watching you for
Finally,
like 2
YouTubers I
years.
know.
I love your videos.
All right,
Very
thank
nice.
you. I love you
Eddie
more.
too.
I love you more. There's more commitment here. So, what? Want to go out?
Yes.
You like chickens? We can go
That
out.
posture, though,
No?
absolute
Oh, yeah,
Chad.
what are you
doing? Stop heckling.
Stop heckling!
What do I do to fix my map? I was using red power frames in an elevator, and I kind of died in it, and now I can't use my map anymore. I died using red power frames.
I would say probably restore from backup.
Okay.
Where did the name Skyvakidorus and Aya's Cupquake come from? Because I know Jordan and...
Hi, my name is Justin, and I would like to ask, at what point do you think
he
that
definitely has a body
while
pillow.
you're
Look at
developing
him.
the game, you'll reach a limit where
There's no
you
way he doesn't.
reach the limit with the engine that will warrant the use to actually make a sequel?
I'm sorry,
Dude.
can you speak really?
One word. Conditioner.
I know.
Moving on.
Always.
Yeah. When you
Oh, he's on there. That's all.
Besides yourself, who's your favorite mod developer?
Alright, so this is aimed at everyone. Well, the modding community has been going a little wibbly wobbly over the past few years. Some modders have quit their mods. A lot of modders have made new, better mods with fancy particle effects. What would happen if people started forgetting about mods? What would you think of? What do you think about that?
I don't know that people are really going to forget about mods because it certainly seems like the community is still growing.
So I have the most important question in the world.
What?
Most important question in the world.
Hey, the mic is in front of you.
Oh,
There you go,
I have an
buddy.
important question. Can you sign this?
Me?
All of you.
That's your question?
That's your question?
I've seen, like, I had a question about EE3. I've seen lots of bugs, features added.
I feel so bad for these guys who made Minecraft.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
For the future of Minecraft, do you think that mods will be easier to download?
Yes.
So I have a friend with Crohn's disease, and she was ready to give up.
You could add, if you could add one mod to Minecraft,
He's hoping.
isn't yours, what mod would you add?
I would just like to ask if either of you have realized how many third-party launchers that you guys are killing with Forge.
Oh. They're killing the industry, these millennials.
This is the same guy who asked about autism.
Do you spend on YouTube?
Is that
and how long
Denotated
should
Wham
I
Kid?
spend on YouTube?
Is
Dedicated
what's
Wham
sticking out of
has
his neck?
volume.
Right. He had pipes.
Choker.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a good
Okay.
one.
I think that's enough for today.
Okay.
Did
There's
you guys
never
have
enough
fun?
Minecraft.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah, this is fun. Thank you for having me.
I'm glad. Yeah, thanks for coming. Do you guys have anything to plug? I mean, I don't have much viewership yet, but always happy to let you shill.
Christianorg.com.
Mm-hmm.
Christianorg.com.
Yeah, no dot.
But
Stream Luna. No.
You
No,
K-pop
no
stan
plug.
flower.
Oh,
Go ahead, Flower.
I'm recovering.
Okay.
Recovering.
do you want me to
stand.
go?
Go.
Do you want me
sorry,
to
yeah,
go?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, like I said in the beginning, I make cartoons just look up Walderp on YouTube. You'll probably see my Chris Chan animated Oni Plays video. Yep, that's where you go. The
Yeah.
end.
Flower, you
My
recovered?
my channel's Peach Tea. Good luck looking for it among all the peach tea recipes.
I can
Find
link it in
me,
the
bitches.
description if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, because I'll leave the VOD up and then I'll put the link in the description later. Just send me the link and I'll do that. No
I got
problem.
you. Thank you.
No problem. Okay, thanks everybody for coming. Bye-bye! Watermelon, 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 watermelon,